Well, hi, everybody. Welcome to TVON. My name is Blair. Thank you so much for joining us. Happy Friday. So glad you're with us. How about 3 hours of jewelry to get your weekend started? This is the weekend. It's time to kick back, relax. You've made it through a hard week, and we have got the fabulous jewelry to celebrate because every day, so we're celebrating. We've got so many exciting items for you tonight. Lots of brand new on the way. I'm very excited to say we have some of the most rare and exotic stones. Well, we always do, but the rare and exotics that we're going to see tonight are on discount. They're part of a big blowout. So we're going to do that for you. We have a yellow diamond necklace that's very exciting. What am I wearing? Well, we've got this really special heart shape. It is, it's very elusive. We don't see a lot of heart-shaped blue wing block Ds, so I'm going to bring you a last one here for you tonight. It's a 7 karat plus. Don't worry, we'll make it nice and affordable for you. And we even have a yellow diamond. If you have missed out on the yellow diamonds thus far, it is a great night to get a yellow diamond. How about marking everything down? It's a celebration that just keeps on going. We kicked off our week on Wednesday night. My big anniversary here, 9 years. So we're just keeping the party going, keeping the discounts going. I kind of got my gift here at TVON was go ahead and sell things for whatever you want. So, and I hate to tell them, but I've kind of been doing that for 9 years. So we're excited to keep that going. There is a Moonstone today. I know we got a big one. It's actually one of the more affordable that we're going to see. So if you have maybe thought some of the Moonstones we had have been a little bit out of reach, we're going to help you with that tonight. Got a great 2 karat 25. It's a classic setting style. Doesn't get you too over the top in diamonds. Tanzanite pendant is here as well. That's coming up. It just, the list goes on and on. I got some diamonds to blow out. A GIA certified cashmere sapphire that is over 2 carats. I mean, that's crazy good. And then maybe, just maybe, the most incredible Mandarin garnet I have ever seen. I was stunned. If you like trillion cuts, listen, even if you don't like trillion cuts, this is going to be the Mandarin to own. It is so simply stunning. Big yellow diamond. I'm going to bring back the marquise that looks like a 2.5 carat, but it's a 1 carat, so it's going to save you a bunch of money there. And even some white diamond pendants. Now, if you have requests, please get those in. This is what I'm here to help you get, is whatever you want. So that's really the idea tonight. Get you all set up with your favorite piece. Your fabulous opportunity is now. And sit back, relax, and enjoy. And as we get closer and closer and closer to the holidays, it is time to get shopping if you have some gifting needs. And I got to tell you, we've got several items tonight that are giftable price points. So that's exciting. Turquoise earrings are here. Yellow diamond necklaces here. And even a Tanzanite pendant on the way. So we're going to get started with something really special in rubies here. It's our ruby earring. What do you think? It's something new in the sense that it's not like your basic stud. It is not your typical, I've seen it. It's kind of a drop meets the stud. We take the stone and drop it a little bit from these diamonds that sort of cascade their way around. Gives you a little swirling effect. Now there's going to be a post behind the top point there. The ruby earring is 1127333. Now there's a white gold and a yellow gold. That's the yellow gold back here. There's the white gold for you. 1 pair of each. That is it. When they're gone, they're gone. Never making them again. They were made some time ago, and now we get to discount for you. So big moment here for our ruby lovers, and it's so rare. It's very seldom we see rubies of any kind. I mean, really, any size, any style, anything. It's really tough to find. And then here, of course, we're getting you the rounds that are so fiery and bright, still out of Mogok, Burma, which is the best in the world as well, and a really good discount. So 1 carat total weight here, 50 points in each, 24 points in diamonds that take and wrap around it. Now there's also a left and a right design. So you're going to get options in how you actually wear them. Do you want to wear them like so? Do you want to wear them where they flare? Now I think typically what we do with an earring like this is you're going to probably figure you're going to wear them flaring out so that, again, it's kind of like you can imagine if we had the opposite here, it can flare in towards your face or out away from your face. So really up to you there. And left and right design, that's always nice. It's going to give you that diamond weight at just about a 1/4 carat. They're 5/8 of an inch from top to bottom. I will put one against the ear, so it gives you a much better true to life idea here. But you can see 5/8 is going to be over a half, but just under 3/4. So that's where that falls. Typically a really good size that tends to be workable for everybody. Nothing too dramatic or too lengthy, or, you know, really maybe sometimes we equate, I know a lot of women equate length with dressiness, and that's not always the case. But again, if that is how you tend to believe in your earrings, well, the good news is I think this is a little length that doesn't give you anything that's going to be overly so that they're not working for daily or even when the sun is out and during the day, okay? I don't mean just daily at night, but that beautiful design. So you can see I'm holding it up here. I don't have the post, so I just wanted to hold it up, give you an idea of what that's going to look like from a distance away, and of course, give you this huge opportunity that we have to send them out the door quickly, and of course, they're going to look more like that little curly Q design that you have when you see them them without the tweezers. So it's just, again, position right there at the top where the post is where it's going to drop from, and giving you that subtle little length. Probably should be that ruby dropping just below your earlobe. And they're not going to be, well, I love the idea that they're under $1,000, but $9.99 is amazing. We're going to take them even lower than that, and we'll go back up close, and you're going to choose your white or your yellow. And that is the pair you will get. They can go right out to you on Monday. They are in a box, ready to go. Great gifting idea as well if you're worried about, well, I don't know, rings are very specific, and rings I got to worry about the size, and I got to worry about so many things. If you're shopping for rings, I don't think rings are always the best idea if you are gifting. But an earring, on the other hand, you probably know whether she's got her ears pierced or not, and if she does, they're going to work. So they're not $9.99. We'll take them on down, and again, discounts all throughout the evening. That's what we're providing. So it really is a great night to shop, and of course, make requests if you have one. I'm here to help you. That's what we're here to do. Obviously, we do these shows live for a reason. It is because we really want to help. Well, number one, we got such limited items, right? If you just let it live online forever, then obviously things are going to sell out. Nothing would be available by the time folks tune in. So that's part of the reason. Another reason is we love to go ahead and accommodate requests right on the spot. No need to wait. No need to, wait for the perfect time. Now is the perfect time, and we'll take them even lower than $899 for you. Again, one white, one yellow. Ruby earrings normally are $5,000 and more. I have a few. They're in stock. They're ruby drops, but they are tons of money. It's very unusual to see something like this at under $1,000, and I'm going to $888. If you like either one of those pairs, they are white or yellow. You get to decide. So again, welcome on in. What's going to be a big weekend ahead. I do have some weekend previews just in case you're wondering what might be in store for you this weekend here as we will celebrate Saturday and Sunday during our daytime shows. I do have the most beautiful morganite ever seen. I love the morganite pendant we're going to bring you. And we also do have some important yellow diamonds and some important pink diamonds, yet they will be all affordable. So when you find pink and white diamonds that are affordable out there, not all that often, but we're going to bring them to you. That's what we got to do. So that's going to be here, white, yellow, or again, white, yellow, and no rose, just again what we have there, and you see what you're going to get. So you're seeing those flashing bright. You never need to worry about, yeah, they look great on TV, but I wonder what my rubies are going to look like. Are they going to look hazy or dingy? Not at all. Those are the pairs you're going to get. There is a really important, I mentioned the Moonstone that we have that's nice, affordable size. I do have our first Moonstone ever with yellow diamonds in addition to the white diamonds. Look at that. Woo, that's a gorgeous piece. And it's got that floral effect. So you're getting all the colors in the world with the Moonstone, the addition of the yellow diamonds, then the white diamonds as well. And then look at this. This is just mostly for show here, but it just goes to show you when we bring a Mandarin, oh yeah, they are not always just basic orange. I'd say if you want basic orange, go with the citrine. One of the more affordable stones in the world, you can go citrine. I want a Mandarin to be a standout color. I want it to be neon. I want it to be bright. I want it to be lively. Look at that stone, probably the best I've seen, with the neons of the Mandarin and then adding to it the neon bright yellows. This is a new one today. Very excited we have that. Very proud that we can bring it to you at a value. So that will be on the way for you. Isn't that great? It's a 3 carat 47, by the way, so it's a nice, good size. It's got that bigger trillion. You don't see a lot of 3.5 carat Mandarins at all. So we'll bring that plus our Blue Star sapphires. I've got a trio for you, all on discount. Let me show you another pair of earrings here. This is going to be that big bold gold, and not gold plating like we're seeing everywhere else. Boy, oh boy, it's really easy to find gold plating. And I've noticed that you can get practically no gold, and then it's still, really, really pricey, because even a plating where you just have a teeny tiny little bit of gold, that's going to be pricey to get these days. Have you noticed that? Even platings are very pricey. So, really rewind that and think back to, let's go back to when like gold didn't matter in 80s, 90s, even early aughts when we talk about you don't have to pay all that much for gold. Well, that's what we're doing here with these price tags, these discounts, these deals that you have. This is a really good wider style, but that rib texture of the gold, yes, there are diamonds, but we have to touch on that. That texturing of the gold naturally is going to give it a great liveliness to it. It's going to really give it a glow. We'll see this on the ear here as well, but take a look. They're really good. I'm number 1127851, but this is a one pair only, so it's going to go very quickly because we love bold gold, but we want diamonds, and we don't just always want the standard basic hoop. We've seen them, we own them. Here's where you get something special and a little different. 35 points is the diamond weight, 4 different rows, and of course 4 different columns. So 16 stones per, and then you've got of course the pair together. So there'll be about 1 point round brilliance, but all full cut, all fully faceted, 5/8 of an inch again. So the same length, but this time in a hoop. So you're getting more complexity in the gold and the design work, a really cool snap enclosure. There is the button release though. So you're not just pushing them or pulling them apart. That's important too. You're going to have that button in the back, and so that's going to sit in the rear. What that does is that means you're releasing it by pressing that button down. I will show you from a distance on the hand what they look like, and then you're going to see them on. But you see right there what that does, that shimmering effect, because it's a more subtle, I think of it like if you're familiar with this great, there's a great designer who does pleating. That's really their signature look. They do these fine fabrics with these pleats, and they're very delicate little pleats. That's what this reminds me of. And when you get the way the light hits it there, it just shimmers and actually almost acts as a chatoyancy off of the gold. So really, really well done. And let me actually show you that, that dimension and that whole length here really quickly with the ruler, since we're accustomed to seeing all of those details. But there it is. There's your 5/8 of an inch from top to bottom. And then of course the side profile. It's a nice heavier gold mount. I would say it kind of cinches in the back. So I wouldn't say it's as a reversible style as some of that we see, but we've got a really good value here instead of $29.99. And that is a richness to that gold that really is lovely. So it is going to be a lot of fun to get these out the door. And again, a subtle curved post here. They just nestle right into your piercing. Then you're just going to click them on close. Really easy to do. And yet we're going to blow them out for, how about this? There's a new markdown. Only going to be the one pair of the earrings. So that's going to be crucial to dial in early. That's why they are on so early on the show. And we're going to send them out in due time here. So give me a call if you love them. We're going to blow them out for only $999. That's a new discounted price for you. And here they are on the ear, so you can get an idea of what those are all about from a distance there. So really seeing that flash and that gleam, I think that's even, more impactful when you see them from further away, and yet they're glowing even more so here. That's impressive. So under you solid gold, and of course those VS diamonds you love so much. So that's what they look like on. I love that every little movement gives you that sheen. That wider style means that you can have more drama without going to, a lot of people think for a hoop earring to have drama, you got to go 3 or 4 inches in diameter. No, not the case. That is where, again, you see it almost looks like liquid, the way the light is just completely flashing and running across the surface there with that great texture. So we'll go back up close, and again, $9.99 for those gorgeous diamond and gold earrings. And again, button release, that's so important. I know a lot of us look for that because we like and prefer that style to make it really everlasting, to make sure that you're going to have something that is everlasting, wearable, all those things that we enjoy with a really fine quality piece of jewelry, which everything you're going to see on this show is. So welcome into Friday. Happy Friday, everybody. I hope you had a fabulous, fabulous week. I hope you are ready for a big weekend ahead, whatever that may entail. I hope you can hang out with us a little bit, see what kind of jewelry items we're going to get to debut for you all throughout the weekend. And here we are with that $9.99. Don't wait, pleated style. I love that. Again, fun, fresh way to do a hoop. We don't get to see a lot of those. So here's something really unique that I can honestly say I don't think we've ever had in style. And that means it's something new and fresh, and yet necklaces we've done. Station style necklaces, sure, but this is where you're getting a Winza sapphire. It is partly pink and partly blue, and then right where they meet up, it's giving a bit of a lavender hue. So it's almost like you've got that ombre happening naturally. That's $96.72. It's a solid gold necklace, and we did give you the diamond cut chain there with the platform of diamonds as well. So it's going to be that east-west setting. It's a halo design with your carat 48. It's one of the bigger Winzas. Let me get a little extra polish going on this stone, because this one's been in a vault for a while, and it is time to release this great Winza. These are really, really rare. If you're not familiar with the stone, Winza sapphire, it's the actual name of the mine. The Winza mine's in Tanzania, so yet another one, another great stone that comes out of Tanzania. And an all-natural stone. They are never treated, they're never heated, they're never given any anything. That's really important. So you've got a very, really stunning look here, and it's the only place in the world that's actually had stones where two colors come together in sapphire. We see our purples, we see our pinks. Usually they are separated. They're individual stones. Here's where they come together. We'll take a look at it on the hand here. It also is going to be a 10-point diamond weight right around that edge there for you. So a beautiful platform of gold. You've got that east-west setting. Here is the adjustability you're going to get as well. So I do like to point out there's always that really nice lobster claw closure for you, 16, 17, and 18 inches in length, and then we'll take it on over to the neckline so you can see it there, so you can get a better idea of what that's going to look like from a distance away, no matter what length you put that on. So just a size reference there, and also a nice way to see the diamond cutting of that sparkle chain. So really impressive, and and how we've done that is really elegant. So again, 2 sapphires in 1 essentially is what this is going to be as we go back up close, and we'll blow it out for $9.99. First caller on that one, it stays in the white gold in that Winza. And yes, those are natural inclusions you're seeing, but they would only be recognized from a 10 power magnification like we're looking at now. So you don't need to worry about those inclusions. They're not going to be there when you, when you see it in person or when somebody sees it sitting on your neckline. Those are inclusions that are very much, I will say sapphires are susceptible to inclusions. It's why when you heat them, you do sometimes have the ability to burn off some of those inclusions. And then here, of course, that Winza being one of our larger sizes, that's part of what makes them so special is that unheated nature. So $9.99 on that one. All right, so let's get to it. The Moonstone. This is it. First ever of its kind with anything other than just your basic white diamonds. So thrilling to see it. Item number is 1129662. It's a carat 82 in a cushion square. It feels like the happy flower. It feels like a little bit more like a squared off sunflower. If a sunflower could have a squared off design and motif on the inside, when I'm aware they are circular on the inside, but this is almost like we modified it just to fit this stone and give you really just, again, Mother Nature coming together here with the Moonstone being named as it is. Doesn't come from the moon. I did have that question the other day. No, it does not, but it just bears a resemblance to that glow. And typically we would just see, if you ever look up at the moon and it's brightly lit on a really maybe a nice kind of bright sky, and you see there's usually like a little bit of a purple or a lavender type glow to the moon. Well, it's really where that's usually what you see in a moonstone, just that purple or lavender or blue. In this case, we've been seeing some superstars and they are beloved and they're all flying. This particular case, it's a carat 82. It is the cushion cup, but what has made these so exciting is the color range they have. It's more than just blues and greens. You're seeing pinks and goldens, oranges and yellows, all of the above. So you're seeing more the entirety of the rainbow instead, but that's also helped to be brought to life by the fact that it is a really traditional faceting instead of the cabochon. That's where, the cabochon is, right? Where it's dome finished and it's a little bit more flat on the back, and then it's got kind of a dome finishing style. This is different in that this is going to be where you're getting that beautiful facet pattern as if we would facet a ruby, a sapphire, a Tanzanite. So you get a little more liveliness to it, and it's going to be our big carat 82 with 58 points in diamonds and 21 points in the yellow. So we broke it down. Total of 79 points. Wait till you see it on. The petals are actually going to be on different levels as well. So it's levels of petals, whatever's going on there on the side, I don't know. But it doesn't look like anything I'm going to be able to help with the cloth, but I'll try. And could just be, you never know, could be inventory tag residue, but I'm going to try this on for you real quick. It's about a size 4 right now. We can size it for you, no problem. But that's what it looks like from a distance. And isn't that just beautiful, the way it's so colorful and lively? You get all those colors from the centerpiece. That's why I think having those extra yellow diamonds really does just help to really bring it to life. And that's what we expect with these really gorgeous moonstones. So great size, carat 82, going to be nice and affordable for one caller. Yellow diamonds, white diamonds together. Again, that's a first. I don't think we're going to see that again. So it really just amps up the rarity of your specialty stone, and we're going to blow it out. Not going to be $49.99. That's not going to work on a Friday night. We are ready. We are so ready for values. And I'm aware, as a host who's been doing this for a long time, you gotta really bring prices down, especially this time of year. It's a busy time of year. Everyone's getting holiday ready, on the go more than ever, really. And we're kind of coming out of, come out of summertime, and boy, the holidays hit you hard and fast, don't they? Where it's like all of a sudden it's time to think about Thanksgiving. Think about it. 3 weeks from today is Black Friday. So Thanksgiving 2025 will be through. We're all going to be talking about really kicking the shopping season into high gear. Here's how you get started. I'm aware most of you shopping for yourself here, and I love that idea because, again, that's why we make things so affordably. We understand that this might be a little something of a splurge for yourself, so we want to make sure you get the chance to own it for nothing. And how about this? As is, stays in the two-tone gold. Blowout time is here, and we haven't had a moonstone stick around. So that's where also, I got to caution you, these moonstones are not staying here. They go, and quickly. So let's blow it out, do what we do. They would not go at $49.99. I don't think that's going to be the price that gets everybody excited. But what does is when I take a $5,000 ring and drop it below $2,000 and make it $19.99 for just the one caller who says, that's mine, that special happy piece. That feels very like, again, that stone and I think the design together carry with it a lot of great, it comes with like a lot of emotion, doesn't it? It does feel, I know there's a lot of us that feel like gemstones make us happy because we love gems. We love gems, we love jewelry, so sure, that's not a complex concept. But here's where you have between the colors of the moonstone and then that gorgeous yellow diamond halo, and then still bringing to you the really important white diamonds. And that's complicated to do when you've got different levels of the setting there where you can see up and down, up and down, up and down, almost as if you were pressing piano keys. And that's how this is designed and made, and specifically to really give it some dimension and give it some interest there. So complicated design, but we are getting a blowout price for you for $19.99. Got some Tanzanite in pendants for you as well. Great Tanzanite pendant, that Mandarin garnet. If you're curious, we have a huge blowout on a diamond pendant here that's actually only available in white and rose. So we're going to give it a last call coming up at the bottom of the hour. It's our last time ever seeing it. It goes with actually some rings and some earrings we've been seeing of late. Plus there's an entire white diamond blowout. Some of those non-engagement ring styles, kind of the funky diamonds that we do. So like, you know, styles like this, where you still get a big white diamond, but it's set in a more unusual style because a lot of us still love diamonds. Let's face it, it's the best seller here is diamonds. There you go. There's another diamond opportunity. And then we have a solitaire, but done in such a way where there's that side halo. So we're going to see some great diamond pieces on the way tonight. The cashmere, there's a cashmere sapphire that is dubbed as unheated by the GIA. So yep, I'm going to take their word for it. And we're going to have a really, really, really good buy on that one. So again, big Tanzanite coming up. This is my round. It's affordable. It's the curved link style that was borrowed from my links collection. And we decided, you know, my links collection only had diamonds, different types of diamonds. There were a lot of rings. And then we did, gosh, 2 pink diamond versions, 4 different versions of the white diamond. So all in all, we had 6 different styles of link rings. And then I think I've got them all. It was at least 6. 6 are coming to mind. And then we did pendants and different earrings, 2 different earrings, and all these different styles. And then they said, well, we're not doing those anymore. So what if we could bring the great curved link and just add it to our really pretty center stone? So there it is, and 301 is the center stone size on this Tanzanite. It's item number 8345. So it's a really good look in the blue wing block D that we have there for you. It also has this really impressive diamond weight, and that's going to be simple but still striking. 27 points in diamonds. This really does, I think that, you know, a lot of us envision a simple solitaire as just a stone sitting on a band. Well, it's always fun to see a little more interest added. This is like feeling like our disco ball, giving it some competition here, isn't it? With the beautiful blues, purples, and reds. A one of a kind, staying in white gold, but watch this price tag. And again, when you love a Tanzanite, a lot of the stones that I've left at this point, since they are museum reserves, are going to be the larger stones. So with that, I think a lot of folks want to stay with that 3 carat to 5 carat range. Those tend to be the most popular and the most in demand and requested of all time, tend to be in that size range. So you're getting that here, 3 carats in the round, looking fabulous. Does it not? I mean, it's really that glittering effect. We love saturation. We expect that with our blue wings. That's a given. But when you get a stone like this and you see that it's actually giving that beautiful brilliance as well, that's a big reason why a lot of us love the rounds and the trillions, is because, yeah, with all the blue wing block Ds, you're going to get a lot of saturation of color. You're going to get a lot of those reds coming through. But it's stones like this that have those fancy cuts that are going to give you the wow factor with the brilliance and the sparkle. So you don't have to just rely only on color. You get more to it than that. And we've got one only here, $79.99 ring. Not tonight. Got a better value for you. I'm excited for somebody to take advantage of this one in a hurry. It's not going to last. We know that. And we'll send it out right now. That's going to be $1,999 as well. And there is a new pendant. We'll have a fancy cut pendant today that you've never seen before. And we do have that cashmere coming up. And we've got the big diamond blowout. Here's a look at it. It's got the princess cuts and the rounds. And it is a slide, meaning all of your big chains, if you're lucky enough to have one of those big heavy gold chains that aren't really made anymore, this is going to be, that is a pendant that's going to sit vertically, and we'll have that in white and rose. That's our last opportunity, last chance on that one. So that'll be coming up tonight. And then if you have any questions on anything you've seen so far, let me know. Hoop earrings, ruby drops, or the Moonstone, or the Winza. Some very, very exotic pieces that have been here already and all marked down for you. So $19.99, and let me try this on for you as well. It's our big round here. It's a really really stunning. We're going to do this show without a light as usual lately, so if things look a little weird on the color, that's why. But again, really, I know I look a little bit like a ghost here, but this is really, again, it's all the lighting here. The lighting's really off. So that's going to be, look at that though. I'll tell you, one thing that a lesser light helps with is the Tanzanite. The Tanzanites are really benefiting from that because that's where you really see them come alive. Neon stones are ones that don't need a lot of light. They actually excel under lower light conditions, and that's exactly what we have here. So that's important too. You're getting that really big upgraded color that we love. I mean, you can see it is just, for me, it's the flash. I expect, I mean, we're so used to seeing great saturation of color. It's the flash for me that does it because it still gives you, you're not missing out at all on the saturation. That's still there, but to see it come alive with that really pretty spark of the colors and the round, of course, we love a good Portuguese cut. That's what it is. And so $19.99 gets that one to you. Let me know if you like that one. Stays in the white gold, but we'll size it for you. And then we have that, again, 5 minutes until our bottom of the hour, and we'll see another Tanzanite ring. Remember the heart shape I showed you at the beginning of the show? That is something that I know has been a big request. Look at this one. That is going to be here. It's our 7 carat well, it's actually 7 carats, 38 in the heart shape, and a classic. We custom made it because it's classic halo, but still, that's not something that just was here that we could drop that stone into. That all had to be custom made because every heart shape has a different proportion and has a different size to it. So we're very excited about that heart shape being here. And then turquoise earrings are here. White diamond rings on a blowout are here as well. And there's a great looking Tanzanite pendant. Look at this new one. This is my Tanzanite fancy cut, and what the heck have we done? Well, lately we've been seeing some special ways to do bales. Well, look at this. This bale is actually a really deep, almost cognac. It's a fancy fawn. It's got a lot of pink in it though, and it's got a lot more of that richness, and see that color. Look at that. That is also a fancy cut. 2 fancy cuts coming together here. It's item number 9594, and it is a fancy cut, fancy blue wing. I mean, this is real fancy. Sometimes they're fancy and sometimes they're really ultra fancy because usually this would come to a point here. You see it's got that squared off style and then flares out, gets larger than that almost winged or curved base of the last facet there at the bottom. And then you're getting 1129594. It's our museum reserve, $375 on this one. So it's a good size. And then 29 points on an individual, also tapered baguette in a VS fawn diamond, but this one's giving more pink and red than they usually do. It's got, you know, sometimes they're really, really light, and they can be really light champagnes with pink, or they can be a little deeper and darker with more of a pinky red tone. This is the latter. So we've got this special piece, stays in the white gold. It's all in white gold here. We have resisted the urge to mix and match the gold colors here and just did that really fancy, look at that stone, just giving that some love there because that's an important diamond. And again, that's our 29 pointer. So that's a big stone as your bale. So just acting as the bale there. And then here's what it looks like from a distance away. We'll take a look there for you so you can see what that's all about and see that length. And I do enjoy how the cuts are similar enough, and then having that tapering side of each cut face each other and meet up. That's important too. So let's take it on down. Here is your length. It's going to be 7/8 of an inch top to bottom, and of course just under an inch. And then this is what it looks like from a distance away, and only one. And boy, I do want to point out that from a distance away, I think we're all seeing that this looks bigger than a 375. It really does look quite a bit larger than a 375 typically would, and that's what's, you know, it's tougher to judge. I think we expect when we see the stones and the cuts we've seen all the time, easier to judge what it's going to look like based on the carat weights we've seen 100 times over. With this one, it's giving you a much bigger look, and that's all based on that fancy cut. That's what they'll oftentimes be able to do. So we're not seeing the more typical kind of look here, and so always helps. I think there's a lot of people that would love a bigger stone, but it's the price tag that gets in the way. So it's nice to have a stone that just automatically looks a little bigger, and that's what this one is doing, and we'll make it really affordable for you. And then we've got our bottom of the hour special, which is that last call on our diamond slide pendant that has the matching ring and the matching hoop earrings that have been here. And you know, nothing's been as affordable as the band until this point, and we're going to really blow out the pendant for you, and it is stunning. So how about this one going out first? Here's our $59.99. Look at that. There it is. And I think that Tanzanite 3 carat 01, that round may be going. There's the $59.99 price. It should well be tonight. That's a setup price, meaning that's what it's supposed to be, and that's where, if I was a good little host, that would be what we would get. And if we were all, you know, had kind of like, again, more money than we knew what to do with, it'd be gone. Because there's enough of us that appreciate a great Tanzanite value and see that as exactly that value. Instead, we're going to go significantly less for you. This is where, and you've got the 301. Thank you so much. Whoever just picked up the 301 Tanzanite, that one's gone. Now we get to show you this one, get it a much lower price tag for you. Actually, the 301 was $19.99. This is a $375 with a very important nearly fifth of a carat fancy color diamond. That is exotic as well. And we're going to blow it out right now. You're not even spending $19.99. What we just did on the ring, which is now gone, is going to go even less. So you're getting the bigger stone, you're getting the bigger diamond weight, even though there's only the one, and it's that upgraded fanciest of colors with the fawn, and I know how many of you love the fawn diamonds. I know. I was lucky enough to get to name the collection here. That was one of the big honors of my tenure here in 9 years of being here. So that's really, I'm so excited to see. Anytime we get to see one, we're excited about that. But it's actually going to be better than $19 or $18.99. Just one. Yet again, we'll blow it out for $18.88 on this big Friday night. Welcome on in. Halfway through hour number one, and yes, that means that diamond pendant blowout is coming up next, and we only have a couple last ones available. So we're going to do our under cost. I know that I had quite a few things under cost on my anniversary show on Wednesday night, and so many of you said, wait, can we get more under cost items? And I said, absolutely yes. So I've got a bunch of them planned for you tonight, and one of them is coming up in our diamond pendant that's on the way. So here's our fancy, again, fawn diamond as the bail. That's a 29 point, I'm calling it a center stone because, I mean, really, it is a beautiful, rare, rich color there. And then you've got that fancy cut Tanzanite for $18.88. All together right there, that's a one only. And let me know who's got it. Then we're getting to diamonds galore. There's not a single solitary woman out there that can't wear this next pendant. It is a more elite level and a more elite way to do diamonds because it's not just your rounds. As a matter of fact, the majority of what you have here in this next pendant is actually going to be princess cuts. Now you are seeing it horizontally. It is going to sit on the neckline vertically. I do have I've got no yellow gold, unfortunately, but I do have one rose gold. Look at that. One rose gold, and the rest are in white gold, and we only have a couple of those. This is one of those big, dramatic, last call, last chance price tags. I cannot say it any more plainly or simply than that. This might come as a shock to some of you, but not those of you that are paying attention to what's happening in the industry right now. This will not be surprising at all. Diamond pieces that were made some time ago, like, 111. Suddenly, if you hear 111 instead of 112, I know that's probably you're thinking, why would I ever need to care or know about an item number at TVON? I don't work there. I don't work IT. Why do I care? Why do I need to know? Well, the truth is that the 111 numbers were first. We started with 111 numbers. Actually, we started with a different system way back when. 111 numbers go way back years ago, and then we've been in the 112s now for years. So when you see a 111 number, that means that is an old item number. It's a piece that was created some time ago. I don't mean old like it was worn by somebody else, and it's an estate piece that was acquired in an auction or something. No, we don't have used jewelry, but it is a piece that's been in the vault for a while. There's been a matching ring that's all sold out. There have been matching earrings, which I can always show you if you're interested, but this is the way to get something very special because it's the easiest to wear of them all, and because of my drop in the price that's going to go under cost so dramatically, it's going to be the most affordable of the set. So really important styling here. Let me know if you like one. Rose gold or white gold only, that will be it. It is going dramatically under cost, I promise you that. Still have that Tanzanite pendant if you'd like it. Here we go with 1118-003, and that goes back to about, it's like 5-6 years ago. And so that's going to help you out because there's a lot of gold. Look at this from the side profile. This one doesn't even want to like roll over for me because it is so substantial. And so here we are looking at this profile view. Seriously, look at that. That looks like a boat. It looks like a canoe of incredible diamonds and gold. It is as chunky through the back as it is on the sides, as it is on the top where the diamonds are set. And it could be reversible. And I know what you're saying, but no, Lolo, I see a little stamp there. That can't be reversed. You're never going to see that if you're any more than like 10 power magnification like we are right now. Finished on the inside. Now, there is a little bit of like an inner bail. So why that's there is if you're using the finest and smallest of chains, that's going to sit right there where it should at the top. But here's the beauty. The whole length of the piece, which is 1 inch, is going to be your bail. It really is that slide type design. So if you really want to, and I know it's like, again, holiday bells are ringing. We're all getting very, very excited. It's like, again, shopping, all that's going on. And we're thinking about treating those who really, sometimes we do jewelry every year for certain ladies in our life. This is where, again, anybody who loves diamonds, this is still going to be an upgrade for them because of the fact there are princess cuts down the middle, and then they're recessed, so they're a little bit lower than the rounds that are on the sides. And then the rounds on the sides, look at those carat weights, 69 points just on the one row of princess cuts, 59 points the rest of the way. That's going to be your double row because they're smaller and they align with the sides. And then you have got, do you have a big omega chain? Do you have a big rope chain? Do you have a teeny tiny little really, really small box link chain, and you need your pendant to work? It's going to work on all of the above. There is not a chain out there that this is not going to work on. The guys that I know that wear the big curved links, it would even work on that, to be honest with you, because it is so wide. Again, 1 inch. As long as your chain is less than 1 inch in its width, this is going to work. So you've got a really important styling. You can really style it how you want on any chain you like. It's going to be that really, I mean, again, that style with that 69 and 59. Well, that's a carat 28 in diamonds overall. So you're getting a lot going on there. Here's what it looks like from a distance away. And I am digging the rose gold as well because those diamonds are so large. It's really still showing up the beauty of those white diamonds, even in the rose gold. That's the white gold, of course, which is where the gold just disappears. There is really no gold to be seen unless you're looking at the sides or the back side. But here is that measurement. Then you'll see it on. It's going to be whiter rose only. It is our final call. And this isn't that stiletto drop that we do that's 3 inches. Because I understand that's not everyday wearable. That requires a deep V neckline. That requires something of a, probably a going out date night or something like that. This is really wearable. And most 1 inch styles, I mean, most cross pendants we wear, initial pendants we wear, most of those are usually 1 inch. So you see right there from a distance away, and I'm holding it by that inner bail. Remember, the whole length is a bail, but there's that inner bail. So if you are using your small, teeny tiny classic chains, it's going to sit right in, and it's not going to ever lose its orientation. It's going to keep that piece straight up and down like you see it here, okay? So really simple, really wearable, great giftable because you don't need to, you never need to worry about, does she have the right chain? Trust me, she does. And you're never going to need to worry about, will she wear it? Trust me, she will. And yet you're getting this finer, high-end princess cut with the rounds as well. We'll go back up close, give you an amazing value. Just let me know if you want the white or the rose, because limited we are. I have fewer than 5 to go around in the white gold, which is going to be the most popular. I only have 1 in the rose gold, which rose gold and diamonds, there's always somebody out there who wants rose gold. So let's make it really interesting right now and send it out where it is supposed to be. Whoa. I was about to say 30, it's actually $49.99 by today's gold standard. Watch what I'll do instead. Much better value coming up right now. Do not wait to get on the phone lines. Jason, you're thinking about a white or a rose? We're thinking about the rose gold so far. Remember, that is the only one. When that's gone, it's gone. It comes off the screen. And that could be worn reversed. If you wanted to actually, it's never going to flip accidentally. But if you want to one day have the mirror finished gold in the front, you can. It can be worn reversed. Honestly, you could try to put your chain through either side lengthwise and have it sit east to west if you want to. But it's also going to be better than 49 or 39 or 29. Right then and there, we're below the cost of old. Remember, that's about a 6-year ago item and item number. So automatically going, I mean, I've been telling you this and I mean it so wholeheartedly and so sincerely that the values are better today than they've ever been before. And the reason for that is why? Because if I'm giving you, even if I'm giving you the same exact price that you saw 6 years ago, 5 years ago, 4 years ago, even if it was 5 days ago, if I can duplicate a price from 5 days ago, that's a better value today because of the way that we're seeing this upswing and increase in gold pricing and everything else pricing. Instead, we're taking the old price, which way back when, like 6 years ago, when probably before a lot of you were watching, this was actually $24.99. Now I get to take that backwards. That's what I mean by under cost. That's why you want to take advantage of it while it's here. That's why you're getting in on it now and not waiting, because when it is priced, there's going to be fights over the limited quantity I have, and they will not stick around at all because they're not even $19.99. There's $500 extra off of where it used to be. And trust me, they will sell out because, again, nobody likes to believe that. Oh, well, how does she know? Because I've been around jewelry my entire adult life. I know when a value is a value. I know when I'm discounting things that you understand because you're savvy shoppers. You watch every shopping network out there and you know, and I get it, there's not many to compare to anymore because who's doing fine jewelry? And the ones that are dumbing it down and they're skimming off the top and the back and the sides and they're trying to do everything lightweight, tinny, and then you're just disappointed. And the diamonds are ugly, and all of that. That's where we're saying, oh no, hold on. Pump those brakes. I am not going to make concessions. I don't care what gold or diamonds or labor is doing. I am not going to dumb down our quality. I just will not. Again, if it ain't good enough for my own family and friends, it is not good enough for you all at home watching. Our TVON family is family. So it's got to be, and I'm a quality lover. And again, spoiled with quality. I've been around it now for so long. It's really tough to get enthusiastic about. I hate to think about the day, if it ever comes, where, it's going to be like, really bad SI diamonds that are browns and yellows and plating metals and things like that. I don't want to do that. I want you to have quality, and I still want you to pay less than you would for costume jewelry, and that is essentially what's going on here, because it's not 19, 18, 17, 16. If you want to hop on the phone lines, you can dial that number and you will have a chance to get in on one, but that chance is not going to last very long because it's not even 16. And watch what we've got. Again, white gold, rose gold may be gone already. The white gold's all that we have left, I believe, but it's not going to be 16, 15, 14. Oh my goodness, I love $14.99 as a price tag. We're going even lower than that. Come on in. There's only, again, now if you've got the rose gold, Jason, let me know, because I think we'll take that off the screen here momentarily, but they're not even going to be 14. This is so far below cost. And again, is there anything lightweight about that gold? That's solid. That's not a plating. That's not silicone filled there. That is solid gold through and throughout. And that look and that design, you can see there from the side, you see how that princess cut middle row is set a little bit underneath where the rounds on the sides will be. So it just gives it that dimension. And it's not going to be $14.99. Let's keep going. Under cost. We passed that threshold a long time ago. We were under cost way back at $1,999. And I think y'all know that, because I know we're privy to making jewelry every day and not everybody else is. But this is where you have to really be a believer that what we're doing is taking discounts on everything. And white gold's all we have left, I do believe. We're doing better than $14.99, better than $13.99. Come on in, we'll sell them out right now. Great gift idea because it's a pendant. Everybody's going to have a chain that works with it. We're very busy on the phone lines. I'm not going to have one to go around for everybody. That's how limited we are. And we've only got about 18 minutes left in this hour. 1 hour down, 2 hours to go. Here's what I will offer. Even better, don't sell them yet. Let's make them $1,299. And reminder, that's not just a diamond weight, that's a carat 28. So you're getting a mega amount of diamonds there at a carat and a third almost in your highest end princess cut and round brilliance. So for $12.99, you let me know if you want the rose or the white. Last chance, last call. We'll count them down. We'll say goodbye to them, but they are not going to last because, well, that's one of the greatest values we've ever had in diamonds right there. No doubt about it. Just let me know if you would like to get it. Thank you so much. Ricky, we've got your request coming up. And in there in the way of bicolor tourmalines. Yes, rose gold is gone, so the rose gold is spoken for, so we'll just talk about the white gold going forward. Operators, if you let me know who's got how many, you might want to get more than one, I'm just saying, because you could wear them together. I could even see you wearing 2 or 3 of them, like strung on the same chain. Rose gold is gone. We're counting down now on what we have left in the white gold, and that is white gold alone. So $1,299 only. Thank you all so much. We'll give it 30 seconds, then we got to move. Ricky's got some requests to get to, so we got them coming up. There are going to be 2 different bicolor tourmalines to show you both in rings. So we will get to those next. And she's got the right idea. Getting requests in, making known what you like to see. And there are 2 very heavily discounted bicolor tourmalines as well. So $12.99, white gold's all that remains. 1 inch in the drop. Any chain will work. Let me know if you want one. That's a very special piece. 10 seconds remaining, and that is far under the cost from 5-6 years ago. So that means extra value. It'd be one thing if it was under cost today. Well, that's no big deal because today it would have been what, $59.99 or $49.99. So under cost today, not that big a deal. It'd still be a lot of money, but under cost from yesteryear's value, that's special. Who got that one, Jason? Thank you. That's why I put the rose gold up there for her. I know she's a rose gold lover. Here we go. Let me go ahead and show you. We have 2 different options here in the bicolors. This is our museum bicolor. and there's nothing else quite like it. It's really saturated. That's the deal. It's 1125354. That would start with the 490. That's a very large stone, square emerald cut here, princess cuts on the side. I'm going to show it the other direction as well, so you can see different angles are going to give it different looks here, but you can see what that does for that clarity of that stone. Look at that, just bright neons of color there. It's a 50-50 green to pink, maybe like 60-40. It's got the pink and the green, what's otherwise known as watermelon tourmaline, and this is 5354, which is our 490 emerald cut. It has 8 points. No, that's not 8 points in diamonds. You know what? I'm looking at the wrong one. Let's do 2510 because I thought to myself, that looks bigger. I've got two here to show you, so that's going to be next, and we will show them together because they feel very similar, don't they? They almost look like mother and daughter in a way. So this is 2510. That's going to be the 1212, and then that's the 490. So you can see how either way we're keeping it quite simple, stacking some nice diamonds on the side, but really letting the stone do the talking, because that itself is so unique to see a bicolor tourmaline. I mean, that's the main event. That's the headline here. So we've got the 1212, which is 66 points in diamonds. They would be just 6 of them, so they're 11 points each. Then we go over here to the 490, which is 5354. The 4 carat 90 is 8 points in diamonds. They would be the round brilliant set up in the trillion formation there. So really two great choices, but that's why we brought these out together, is they're very saturated. Now I will point out that's got the rose gold setting with just the tourmaline setting. The basket in the middle is going to be rose and white, and so that's going to be how that one stays. This one's going to stay in the actually we can change that if you want to. I can do that in yellow or rose if you'd prefer it. So two great options there. The 1212, well, that's marked down from, this has been here a long time as well. 2510, well, that's some 7,500 items ago, so that's a while back when we first brought that out. Very excited to see it on discount today, no longer $69.99. We can bring that one down below $3,000. If you'd like to have that larger of the stones, yes, the larger is under $3,000. That's going to be better than 29 or 28. We'll make it 27.77 on that larger stone on your left. And then if you'd like to go with the 490, this is just a personal preference thing. If you'd rather have the 4 carat 90, both square emerald cuts, by the way, more or less. And then if you want the 490, which can be changed in the gold color, we're going to do that one for actually under $2,000. We'll make this one, let's just blow it out. We'll make it $16.99 if you'd like to get that other bicolor there. So really good stones in the bicolor. You can see they're both very saturated, which is always nice to see. A little more of that deeper green, not too dark. We never want the greens to get too intense or too overly saturated, but you've got a nice pinky peachy glow as well. So this is option one, and then I'll show them together on the hand here as well. If you're trying to make the decision based on how they look from a distance away, well, there you go. So that's how they'll look together, but each, look at that, they do. Every time they really face up directly to the light hits it and you see those incredible flashes off of those incredible step facets. So that's what's nice about having in most bicolors will be in the emerald cuts. So that's really lovely to see. And then you see how they just pick up the light and just glow. So that's going to be $27.77 for the bigger one, $16.99 for the smaller. You're seeing us toggle back and forth here between those two different item numbers. So for our requester or anybody else who would like them, again, rarely do requesters pick up their pieces because obviously they're just giving us a kind of a general idea of what they're looking for. A lot of times this might be perfect for somebody watching who may not have made the specific request, but says, you know, I love that piece and I love that price. So they take advantage, and we'd encourage you to do so with these values that we put together for you. So that's going to be $27.77 left side, $16.99 on the right. Thank you so much. We do have a bigger Tanzanite. I'll get you a big blowout on that. Trillion cut, $347. Most Mandarin garnets are quite intimidating because when they get into the bigger sizes, they get just way out there in price. I'm going to help you out with the trillion cut just because I love it so. We've got our blue sapphire. It's a blue star sapphire wheel actually that's coming up today. So some big old discounts on some blue star sapphires. I'm excited about the heart shape. Anybody thinking about a heart shaped Tanzanite? We've got one. The heart shape is here returning tonight. That's a 7 carat pluser in a perfect heart shape. Have the diamond wheel coming up, but those are here. If you like a bicolor, let's get to it. This one's gonna go. It's simply stunning. And if you're not afraid to stand out, because this is no wallflower ring, there are a lot of people that say, I just want jewelry that's just going to be what everyone else has. I just want to kind of blend in and fade into the background, and I'm okay having the piece that everyone else wears. Then there are some of us that say, no, I'd rather have a jewelry piece that really looks different and bold and specialty and designer. And a lot of times that's going to be because of the design, and sometimes it's about the stone. This stone is what immediately draws you in. It is like the Mandarin magnet. It's 112-9666, and it's a trillion cut, which is really helping it be its bright, gorgeous neon self. We added a halo of yellow diamonds, then we added a halo of white diamonds to mix that up, just really continue to bring you those brights, those neons, that lovely, lovely tone you're seeing. Now, it's going to be your choice of, well, no, actually, no. It's got yellow and white, so it's good to go, and I was just thinking it's a little yellowy on the side, just needs rhodium. So here's what I'm going to do. It's our 347. It's a very big Mandarin. I have 3 carats here that are $12,000 and up. That's not like 1 3 carat. That's what happens when it's a 3 carat stone. I've been equating these to the world of Paraíba because they are doing the same thing. It's interesting. They were both discovered around the same time, which is still pretty relatively new. We think of gemstones as some being as old as 4 billion years old, which is the age of the earth. And then there are other stones that are discovered more recently. This is certainly one of them. It was Mandarin that was discovered in 1991. And we think about most gems having been around for at least thousands of years and identified and worn and collected. It's a little different here. It's a newer stone, but this is what's challenging. To get those brighter, very clean stones. They're really included by nature. You would never know that by looking here on this show because we only hand select the brighter, the cleaner, the more vivid, the more neons. That's all we're interested in bringing to you. That's what you have here. 347 is the center stone. And then you're going to get that yellow diamond weight is going to be, let's see, well, 19 points in the yellow and 40 points in the white. So that would be 59 points overall. And that is going to be your classic double halo. And yet, when they get into these bigger sizes, they get really expensive. They've been doing what Paraíbas are doing. So Paraíbas are 60 and 70,000 a carat. Mandarins are doing the same thing lately. And I'm so proud that we're going to bring you a better value right now on a new one with this double halo, double the goodness, double the exotic nature. Anybody? And just feels happy. It feels like we had a sunflower looking ring, which felt very happy because the floral itself. Now we're seeing the colors that are just like really therapeutic. I mean, that is just a bright, happy sense of color there. Beautifully done. Here's what it looks like on the hand. It's a nice bigger stone. So wearable though at the same time, because I've had mandarins that are 10 and 20 carats that everyone says lovely, but I'm not going to wear that every day. Here's one you can, and of course there's such a headline with that trillion cut. The way that it is gleaming and glowing those neons the way you have here. So our designer style here, beautiful look, and again, $60,000 a carat in my dreams. It is not going to happen. We can't even do $60,000 for the entire ring. 60,000 a carat's one thing, and you know that's going to put it up in that, higher $250,000 range. I can't do that. I can't do that and expect our audience to get in and excited about it. So we have to do better, and I will right now. We're going to make it really easy right now. $79.99 is our list price today. I've got reds coming through. There are the bright yellows. I always say look for the yellows, because if it looks like flecks of yellow diamonds inside the Mandarin, you've hit the best of the best. You've hit the mark where you know you have the best out there. When you've got such a stunning bright yellow, and that's what motivated the yellow diamonds as that first halo. And it's not going to be 79. Come on in, we have one. It's collector's material, no doubt about it. It is beautiful, and if you love a trillion, and I know there are people who just love trillions the way folks love heart shapes. They're so different, they're so bold, they're so lovely. We're not going to do it half that price at $4,000, and I have not had a Mandarin under $4,000 in a while. Not one that was at least 1 carat or larger. This one's way larger, 3.5 carats, and then that really upgraded super designer mounting, and yet we're going to do better than 79. It's not 4,000. That's your 50% off. I'm going to go lower because we need to. We need to get these phone lines rocking. We will do that. I got giveaways. I've got the big celebration that we bring you every Friday night and really wow you with the deals. I'll make it better than even $39.99. I have not had a Mandarin in recent months for a price tag like this. Even on the ones, I barely show them anymore because I kind of know that if we do a 1 carat at $5,000, it's not going to work. It's just not usually the way that we see our values go. So how about we make this one the 3.5, the rare trillion, the one of a kind. That's all I've got. It's going to be better than $3,500. Welcome into our Friday. We've got 2 hours left. This is so just extraordinary and such a beautiful savings to get on one of the most important and rare and beautiful stones we have if you like brights. And there's no other stone that looks like it, because the citrines don't do that. Even orange diamonds, that might be an idea, but the orange diamonds don't look anything like that. They have a lot more brown to them. So this is really the only way to get a pure neon electric orange, and we'll blow it out right now for better than 34, better than 33. I'll make it $3,299. And what a rarity that is. When you actually see vibrant fuchsias, if you actually see a red and a fuchsia coming through, and I see it in the stone, I hope you do too at home, you've got major material. It's not just about the yellows, it's about getting that almost like a flame. When you see that fire and it's real hot, that's what you see. Different colors. It's not just all about, we think of flames as orange or yellow. You get those intense reds as well, those kind of ambers and reds and hot pinks, and it's all happening here in that trillion cut. Thank you so much for being with us tonight. We've got a big heart shape. We've got the turquoise earrings on the way. I'm excited about these turquoise earrings. They're looking good. Look at these turquoise cushion cuts here. We're going to bring you some Sleeping Beauty's best there with the halo in the diamonds, no less. We've got a Tanzanite. I've got my new Moonstone here. It's one of the most affordable we'll ever see because it's kind of simple. It's not the big over the top, and we brought you the really flowery, literally flowery one earlier. Now we're going to have something a little more simple a little bit later. So again, any requests you have, get them in. Do like Nikki did and call with your requests as well, and let us know what you'd like to see, or rather Ricky it was, and we didn't hear from Ricky. So again, anybody who wants those bi-colors, you're more than welcome to take advantage of those and make sure you get a good hold on one of those. Those were big discounts on them. So we love those bi-colors. And then we've got our cashmere. Sometimes you just got to say, well, if it's going to be one of those, just for show, meaning like just a nice little show and tell kind of show, well, let's show you this one. That's my most important sapphire in the entire collection. It's cashmere. It's cashmere. That is a mine that no longer exists. It is a mine that was mined actively more than 100 years ago. It's the last time there was active mining going on in that region of Pakistan today, where we know the cashmere mine once was. This is 112-6918. Just want to let you know we brought out some incredible museum grade pieces. And I know not everybody shops museum, but that's the point, is you can if you want to. And if you tend to be like, nothing's good enough for me, I got that kind of taste, well, I applaud you. We bring pieces of that ilk so you can experience whether it's the biggest cashmere certified by GIA, 221, carat 79 in diamonds. What is it missing? Just a good home. It's missing a good home. We have our largest merengue here. This is a merengue spinel, and it's over 2 carats in size. It's a 2 carat 24. So we have a merengue spinel out of our museum collection. We have outstanding pieces really from top to bottom, start to finish. I have a padparasha. This is a padparasha sapphire. It's our unheated padparasha. Look at this, with yellow and white diamonds together. Has that golden pink tone together. So you're seeing that one. That's a beauty, isn't it? Really neat design with the swirls of the yellow and the white diamonds around it. There's a lot of diamond weight there represented in that ring as well, but it's an 86-point unheated padparasha. Always rare to find any padparasha, but unheated even more so. So that's our 86-pointer. Look at this. I got a Paraíba and a pendant. Nice and affordable too, and that's still going to get you just under 1 carat, 96 points on a Paraíba. Let me know if you like this one. It's the blue-green. It's got the great stacks of the baguettes and the rounds. That might be your everyday way to wear it, because I know that I talked to a lot of you that, everyday reach out, 24/7, 365. And, it's one of those things where a lot of people say, I love the Paraíba rings, but I really think I'd be more comfortable wearing a pendant every day. Well, there you go. There's the one and only Paraíba pendant. We have 96-pointer with the diamonds around it. That's also an 18-karat gold. What else do we have? There's a really unusual stone. I hardly ever get to have these on the show because most of the time they ugly. I mean, truly, what could it be? That's not ugly. You're going sapphire, maybe Tanzanite. What is it? It's not a sapphire. It's not a Tanzanite. But this gem, it's going to shock you. It never looks like this. It usually looks like a watercolor on construction paper that had a little too much water. That is the stone that, I'll give you another hint. The Vikings used it. They helped navigate the New World by using this stone. It's an iolite. Have you ever seen an iolite with velvety, rich colors like that? So this is how TVON does iolite. And then we can go to really unusual. Look at this one. This is just fun. I mean, again, show and tell time. It's like taking me back to my kindy days, kindergarten. Show and tell. Look at this. What on earth is going on? That is the coolest design. It is basically, I don't know, it's giving me like a zodiac sign kind of vibe. And I'm going to have to zoom back so I can just hold it upright because there's a lot going on in this zircon. It's a zircon that's going to have a larger pear-shaped size. And it's going to get you some mother of pearl. It's going to get you some different stones like sapphires that actually have that ombre effect. We got the nice little dip in the way the band meets with the centerpiece there, and what a centerpiece it is. Blue zircon, gorgeous sapphires, 18 karat gold, and even that mother of pearl right there up top. I think that is cool. That's going to be inexpensive if you like it. Then we have this pearl piece. I mean, just might as well. Again, showing you all these pieces. Let me tell you, if there's something you like, you can certainly call and say, tell me more. Because sometimes it's a matter of, y'all want to walk through the vaults and see what we got? How about a gorgeous Tahitian pearl with greens that looks like the emerald version of a pearl? It's mostly green. It's such a shiny, sheeny surface. It's reflecting the diamonds like a mirror would. It is a pendant. It's going to be item number 3223. That's 18 karat gold again. It's got a 13 millimeter Tahitian and 1.5 carats in diamonds. Well, well, well. So that's here. We have some gorgeous rubellite drop earrings. We have some Tanzanite earrings. I even have Paraíba earrings where I can get you 30 carats of Paraíba in an earring matched up. So there's certainly plenty to look at. We've got a ruby here. Look at this ruby, emerald cut. You never see these. It's a 206. So all of these museum pieces are here. Let me remind you, we got ruby, merengue spinel, padparasha sapphire. There's the cashmere. It's a lot of reds and pinks so far. Have that really deluxe. This is as good as it gets in an iolite. Got that really fabulous pendant. If any of those are of interest, please give me a call. We'll help you out. We'll give you some discounts. Get you rocking with some great values here. So that's a lot of gorgeous, really, really rare different ideas on that wheel. And then, of course, just to mix up our colors a bit, the blues. This one, you know, is not going to sit on its own, but there's that blue zircon. So we'll let that one hang out with the pinks and the reds and the other blue of the iolite. But isn't that a great selection there? So just some ideas as we welcome everybody in to a fabulous Friday night. We call it Club TVON. It's an exclusive club around here. We're excited to have y'all with us. So I'm glad you made it to the party on this Friday night. Glad you made it through the week. And happy, happy, happy Friday indeed. My name is Lauren Blair. I'm the host here at TVON, and we got a couple hours left to go. Celebrate some jewelry on this Friday night, give you some great values. I've got a big top of the hour for you. We're going to do some turquoise earrings. We have a yellow diamond necklace. We have all of those museum pieces. Wheels tonight are going to be our blue star sapphires and all white diamonds, but not necessarily just your basics. With white diamonds, we have a yellow diamond ring as well, Tanzanite pendant, and a really, really affordable moonstone. So lots to get to tonight. So if you have any questions about anything, I have made just a literal mess up here. So again, lots of jewelry, and that's always good. I love to be just swimming in jewelry. It's amazing. So we'll start with our turquoise earrings coming up. And again, if you have any questions on anything you've seen, from the ruby to the padparasha to that great cashmere, let me know. We're here to help you out and give you some opportunities to really sell through the vault. It's what I've been doing lately, going back to the wee corners of the vault just to really make sure we bring you some new and fresh and something you haven't seen in maybe a long time. But this is where we begin our hour. Happy Friday indeed. It's going to get happier right now. We got turquoise, sleeping beauty variety, not the reconstituted, stabilized, some form of turquoise. We're talking about true turquoise through and through. The item number is going to be 9481, and I'm very excited about this value because I had them the other day. Didn't sell them. You know why? They were $19.99. I got a better value for you because this week it's all about discounts. We're discounting everything we have, giving you all the greatest values. Our turquoise here is a carat 20 in the cushion cuts. So you get a really just gorgeous match there. Cushion cut squares, by the way, which are a little bit more exotic because if it's a cushion cut square, it's more like a round. So very wasteful to get there. Then we've got the diamond weight at 14 points. That's what goes around all of that turquoise. So you've got your full, beautiful bordered halo around your turquoise as well. And they can be in your choice of gold color. So if you don't like yellow gold, you can switch it out free of charge. And when I say you do it, no, you just tell us to do it and we'll make it happen for you. So no problem there either. But this is where we get to have some fun, start the party, make requests if you have anything. Let's say I flashed everything and you go, nope, not for me. Maybe I've shown you a few pieces. Yeah, we've had a few in this first hour and you go, nope, not for me. then tell me what you'd like to see, because this is your party. I'm just, again, your host for the party. So it's like showing up at the party house and going, you know what? I'm going to dictate the menu. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to make the guest list, and I'm going to give out the party favors, and I'm going to decide what kind of music we listen to. That's what this party's all about. I'm just the one with the microphone. You're the one telling me what to show. We can help you out. Let's spend individual time really finding that piece for you that you're looking for, because I don't know if you know, but I celebrated an anniversary on Wednesday. 9 years here. I've got basically the whole week to celebrate, because we did not get a chance to show everything in that 3-hour block on Wednesday, and half of you weren't even here, because I know it's hard to remember on a Wednesday, right? So we are getting discounts and values all week long. So everything's going to be on sale. If you were with me last night, you know that darn well. And now I get to take the $19.99 turquoise earrings that were just here the other day, debuting, and get to really blow them out and make this happen for you. So let me know if you have any questions, requests, or you just like the turquoise here. And of course, I'm going to try them on so you know exactly what to expect. But it's party time. It's Friday. And for those who are going, yeah, it's my weekend, I'm so glad. And hopefully you have a big weekend in store. I hope the weather's beautiful. Come on out to Southern California. We're going to have our 95-degree weather. I mean, this is really unorthodox, though, I will tell you. Not usually, mid-November, we're not usually in the 90s. We're usually in the 80s. So we're going to be in the 90s all week coming up. So, you know, if you need a little break from some of that cool fall air, well, we're the place to be. Head on our way, and we will bring the heat. We always do. We bring it in values. So instead of even $19.99, you want to see them on? Let's do that. Let's show you. It is, look at that. And you can wear it both ways, from that point-to-point kind of look we like there, or you can wear them more squared off like that. Do what you wish here. Fabulous idea. It's a stud for any piercing too. So if you happen to have more than one, you're good to go. 3/8 of an inch from top to bottom when you do. Angle them that way. And then I'll pop one on the ear for you so we can get you all set up with how they're going to look on the ear when you have them on. This is a little example of that right here, just to see what they're all about. But isn't that gorgeous? Just a bright pop of color, and what don't they go with? Turquoise goes with everything. I get more wear, besides a diamond, I get more wear out of my turquoise ring and signet ring than anything else, because obviously we know diamonds go with everything, gold goes with everything, but as far as color goes, when it's a gemstone that you want to get and select that you know is going to go with everything, you're going for a turquoise. You're going for that bright blue. And when it's the robin's egg blue that this is, when it's got that amazing sheen, because even though it's a cabochon doesn't mean it's not going to give you some life. It's got some glow. It's got some beautiful polish to it. Let's take it down. Below $9.99, back to the wheel we'll go. Remember, you're choosing your gold color, white, yellow, or rose, completely up to you there. We're putting in all that extra labor on your behalf. You pay nothing but the price that I discount them to right now, which will be better than even $9.99 or $8.88 or $777. Listen, I know how to get the phone lines ringing. It's one thing you learn pretty early. You just sell stuff cheap. That's all you do. Sell it cheap, phone lines will ring. It really is that simple. And when we've got solid gold and beautiful stones and a diamond halo to match, you know things are about to get a little wild, especially when you've got at least 60 points. That is a minimum carat weight, so it's at least 60 points per turquoise stone. Then you've got the halo. We could have left it alone, could have left it as your really kind of classic stud. Instead, we went that extra mile, gave it that halo for you, got them under $777. Come on in. This is the time to get something very, very special, great for gifting. Again, turquoise goes with everything. It's also a stud, so it means probably pretty versatile as far as like their age, their style, whatever that means to you. I think that that's going to be a style that works for everybody. And we're going to take them even lower than $699. Let's keep the party going. And let me know what you like as far as gold color, how many you need, not putting a limit as to how many you can purchase. So if you are thinking gifting, well, this is probably one of our most giftable ideas. Actually, I would say it is the most giftable idea of the show tonight. And we're going to blow them out right now for only $599. We'll probably be here for hours, except for the fact I just look at the quantity and it's so limited. Oh my goodness. We only have a couple to go around, so not going to be here very long. $599 a pair. Jason, what were you taking over there? Request? Tell me, what can we show you? Any interest in any of those museum pieces that I was sharing with everybody at the end of hour number 1? If there is anything up there that you would like to go ahead and see or get more details on, please do let me know. We are crazy mad busy on the phone lines. How could we not be? It's fine jewelry at $599. That is something of a bit of a miracle. And yet, expect that, because that's what I'm doing all through the end of the year, because we know we got to make some headlines here with some really, really big values, and we have done exactly that. So a major moment here for our turquoise lovers are, I think everybody should be a turquoise lover. Maybe the green material doesn't do it for you. Maybe you're not all that familiar with that Sleeping Beauty variety that's pure blues, as opposed to the ones that have all the veining and the greens and that veining that's less attractive, I think, when you see a lot of the veining. I mean, this is really about couture level, so we want to have that finest material to start. That's really where couture jewelry starts, is really with gems. You can't call it couture level if it doesn't have a great gem in the center. That's where it has to begin. And you've got that here at $5.99. So don't let the price fool you. You are getting some serious turquoise material. And then I've got that Tanzanite pendant, you know, the one we showed you, which had that fancy cut with the fawn. I do have one Tanzanite here in a fancy cut with white diamonds. So we do have another option for you. We'll be doing some auctions, I have a feeling, just to make sure that we get some pieces out the door here. That's sometimes the best way to go about it. And of course, $599 only if you'd like to have those earrings in your collection. And I certainly hope you like them, at that great color and the diamonds around them, great halo details. And then we'll move. 30 seconds left. I'm getting awfully excited about this heart-shaped Tanzanite. I know we don't see many heart shapes. Historically, we've seen fewer heart shapes than any other cut. That's what it looks like, a true heart shape. Talk about a great giftable if you want to really wow somebody, or you know that you love a heart shape and you just want to look down and see that happy shape, that happy cut, we can bring it on to you. We have a Tanzanite pendant, one that's more simple. We have a Moonstone as well. The Moonstone ring is the simplest we've seen yet, but in that faceted material we love so, so much. So that's going to be coming up. I know we're getting a little limited. It's like our finale. I believe this is our last one in the Moonstone. Had one earlier in a cushion. Got our oval that's simple and stately coming up right now. Take a look at this. This is so stunning. And we have got the 3 bigger diamonds on the sides here. This is all the same colors we've been seeing in a lot of our bigger stones that we've had that you have been absolutely loving. Haven't been able to keep them in stock, haven't been able to keep them here. It's time to dial in. This is going to be the most simple, and I'm going to try to make it affordable as well, because it doesn't get over the top in design. It's got the simple diamonds, the 3 big ones on each side. 9664 is your item number. It's a Moonstone that starts at 2¼ carats, so 2.25. Then you've got the bigger diamond. That's a total of 21. Well, 21 divided by 6. Still going to be really good sized stones. Figure about 3.5 to 4 points. About 3.5 if they're exactly the same. And then you do have your choice of gold color as well. White gold, yellow gold, or rose gold. I'm kind of loving the white gold. That's always what I'm going to recommend. And this is how you do it. Look at this on the hand. Oh my goodness. What a color play that has. I'm just admiring it, because that's going to have that sheen that goes right across the top. Think of it as like your little eclipse happening here, just to use a lunar reference there. It's like the eclipse. You see all the colors coming through on the body of the stone, but then there's that almost wash of aqua blue green that you're seeing happen right over the top. So that's going to happen in addition to all the great colors you get from within. And that's going to be, I'll tell you what, we'll just make it easy here. Big diamonds, great look, most classic, simple style. I'm just imagining that with a Wonder Ring around it too. I think that'd be perfect with a Wonder Ring maybe on one side or both. You could do that too. And all those options you get free. Sizing free. Gold color change free. Shipping free every day. I know it gets so boring, doesn't it? Would you guys prefer if we just did about like for an hour once a month, where we said, okay, for 1 hour? Because a lot of you are going, no, I wouldn't prefer that, because then what are the odds I'm watching and shopping that 1 hour every month? Well, this is why we do free shipping every day. It's something that is, it's a real, and I think that we get confused with, well, if it was a little more limited, maybe it'd be a little more special. I think it's more special to do things like that every day, because like I say, we really put in about, on average, we put in about $800 into every ring you buy. So that's whatever you pay, that's what you pay. And then we put, and again, it's average. It depends on how much sizing you need and, you know, where it's going. But on average, we're paying about $800 in addition to, you know, just to make all these perfections, all these perfect preferences happen for you. That's really the idea, between the shipping, which is not cheap, and all the gold color changing and the sizing. That's something that is costly. It is not free to do, and yet we don't want you paying for it, because I think that really limits everybody as to how you can, you know, we pride ourselves in making the finest jewelry in the world affordable. So if you're putting up affordable price, but then you're adding a lot of extras, kind of negates the whole concept, doesn't it? So I'm really a believer in saying let's try to make every little special detail something we include. But when we say include, it doesn't mean it's free to do. So when you see these great prices, the prices are actually, I would say, a lot more than what meets the eye, if you will. And again, maybe that's just my exposure every day to watching this done. It'd be probably a little bit more, probably a little more obvious if you were in my position where you're coming in every day watching these jewelers at work and watching the magic happen and watching the packages go out the door. I mean, you know, become besties with our gentleman who picks up the packages every day, because, you know, we're passing ships in the night here, but it's one of those things, or in the afternoon, I would say. But this is really what's exciting, is that, again, these are extras. So welcome on in. It's a new way to shop for jewelry. It's certainly an experience unlike any other. I mean, yeah, if there's another place out there that does what we do, please. I mean, I'm not privy to them. And I know jewelry pretty well at this point because it's my job to know it well. So if you know somewhere else that does what we do, please let your girlfriend, me know, because I would love to shop there as well. And I'll be happy to give them my business, because I just don't think there is anybody else that quite does what we do. And I think that's a really, I think it's nice. And you know what, to that end, let's make this really affordable. We'll go, you know what, let's just start at $1,000, $1,000, $100 increments on this one. Just send it out. I'm afraid to put up a $39.99 price tag. I am. I want to make this accessible. I know most of our moonstones have been $3,000 and $4,000 and $5,000. I'm trying to make this more accessible to you. So here we go. $1,000 to start, $100 increments. Let's go. I've never had a moonstone price this affordable. We're leaving it up to you. Do we have the open? We got it. We're starting off already. We got $1,000 to start. Enjoy the shopping opportunities, because they are here in full force. Really excited about this show. And we've got 1,000. We've got 1,100. 2 bidders already. You know I started low when we already have 2 bidders jumping on in. So we've got 11. Now we've got 2 bidders, and we're going to see who our 3rd bidder might be that's coming on in. That's an important style. And at $1,100 for the most fancy, faceting, every color, $1,200 has been bid. $1,200, and oh, never mind, we only have these 2 bidders. All right, well, just 2 so far, but we just got started. So welcome on in. This is a big Friday night, and fabulous, I would say it is. It has been already 75 minutes in. We have had fabulous opportunities. Now we're getting you the Moonstone that is new right now, but of course, not a second opportunity to get it. You can't call me tomorrow and get it, because it's auctioned off. So it will go. That is a certainty. It's not going to stay here. It can't. We've already got the open. We've actually had a couple of bidders. We're at $1,200, and that's it. That second bidder we had, Jason, is bowed out. So you're the leader right now. 1 bidder left right now. Who knew? Such an incredible value. This is where I say it all the time, and you can believe me or not, but I just, again, journalist by education, so let me just say it the way it is. This is a $2,000 band. The band to start, to make a 14 karat solid gold band, like it is the foundation of every piece I do, at least in rings. Not the earrings, not the pendants. But when you start with a band that wraps around your finger, and it's regardless of size, to do a band in 14 karat gold today from our factory, which again is on site here, it is $2,000 that is invested into that band. That is basically it's the foundation. It's the beginning. It is before you add the extras. If you're at the restaurant, it's before you add the guacamole. It's before you add the cocktail and you want the extra, okay, you want a side of shrimp, that's gonna be more. It's before all that. It's before. That's the band. Then the extras are the moonstone and the diamonds and all that extra that's happening. So that's why it should be $4,000. I'm saying no, I just want to get these phone lines rocking. We're going to give it 2 minutes. We already have 1 bidder actually left. So we're going to give it 2 minutes and then we sell it. 2 minutes final. It will go. No hope of getting in another day because it's on its way tonight. But that's going to be the way you get a really fabulous moonstone more affordably than we've ever had before. And this is that high-end material that we love, that really good status material with that fancy cutting, all the great colors, the bigger diamonds, everything, all of it, and in your choice of gold colors. So if you want to go ahead and change it up to the yellow with the rose, totally up to you. One more time on the hand here as well. So what a stunner, isn't it? It's a great look. And every time it moves, it's going to look a little different. You get all the colors at once. And then that really cool sheen that's like an aqua blue that goes right across the stone. We have $1,200 in our final 80 seconds remaining. It is time to dial. And who's your leader back there, Jason? Okay, where's she calling from? Wonderful. I like the way that sounds. Kathy in California. Is she nearby? Oh yeah, I know That's yeah, a little further away, a little bit up north, but yeah, that's quite a bit north from us. But yes, I'm familiar with it. Wonderful. Sounds like a nice place to live, doesn't it? Sure does. All right, last call. Do we have $1,300? I got 45 seconds remaining. And bye-bye, it'll go. Don't forget about the turquoise earrings, still available for you. Big turquoise earrings, the great studs with the diamonds. They're still hanging out here. 1,230 seconds. Uh-oh. We got to see if we're verifying. We've got that last, I'm going to show you a last look at some more Blue Star sapphires. We've got some previews of what's coming up tomorrow and Sunday, getting some really fabulous pieces out the door on those given days. We're going to have a lot of fun this weekend. And $1,200, 15 seconds remaining. Who is... Is someone trying to get in here the last second? We will find out. Then we've got probably our best giftable option is a yellow diamond necklace. Can you imagine what it's like to give a yellow diamond? I've given yellow diamonds as gifts, so I'm gonna share a fun story with you because it was something that I wasn't even expecting when I gave it, and I'm really, really excited to share with you what we can do in a yellow diamond. Plus, we have that incredible heart-shaped Tanzanite coming up. I'm thinking that's going to be happening probably right around the top of the hour at 7 o'clock Pacific, 10 p.m. Eastern. We've got, do we have 13? 1,300? Yes, no, yes, no, yes, no. Got it? Sold. Congratulations. That's gone. Bye, Moonstone. Here is our, this is gorgeous. This is just such a good stone. Fancy cut Tanzanite, elongated. Think of like an emerald cut meets a trapezoid, but all elongated in the stone. It is item number 8413. Look at that. Great looking piece. And it's a 6-carat 14 with some diamond accents up top. That's your 3 points in diamonds up top. That's where your bail hangs out. You've got a very, very important elongated cut to the stone. We have this, look at it, oh my goodness, from a distance away, and there's a markdown happening. But I'm going to take it even lower because I know what you're craving tonight. We need some serious drops in the price. So here you go. That's what it looks like from a distance away. Let me show you the length. And come on in. This is the time to be shopping tonight. We've got a 7/8 of an inch top to bottom. We'll try it on the neckline for you as well. Here's what it looks like from a distance away. That's some seriously saturated color right there. Seriously, of course, it's Blue Wing Block D Museum Reserve. So the museum or your house, you get to decide. But if you want it, you got to go quick because this one will not last. Look at the red flashes coming through. And a 614 tends to be one of those that goes for big time money. We're going to take it even lower for you. Then look at the reds up close. Look at what happens with that stone. Love the corner prongs as well. Really nice way to bookend that piece, make it a little bit, you know it's secure. You know nothing's going to catch on those prongs either because they're really acting as that nice border, keeps it super secure. But we are going to blow it out. Have to take it below $79.99 today. Have to. It's just that simple. It's that easy. 79, 69, 59. Don't be afraid of the fancy cuts. I think there's a lot of people that are a little intimidated by fancy cuts. And we can't be because, there's or at least there's an intention to put them at a higher price. I kind of don't do that. But I really want you to explore the world of fancy cuts. They're going to go with all your other stones because the color is going to be the same. So the color is what, I know you don't have a ring in this cut because I've never had one. I know you don't have a color like this from anywhere else because nobody else has the Blue Wing Block Ds. So I understand we're getting to a very specific level here and we're getting into a quality that you don't typically see. However, what we've got here is a fancy cut. Think of it like an emerald cut, but with tapering to it. So instead of being straight up and down, you see it cinches in towards the top. That's what makes sense with that triangular bail. And we're going to blow it out right now. And at the bottom of this hour, we'll show you our Blue Star Sapphire blowout. Looking forward to that. But this one's got to be less than $59 or $49 and maybe even just better than $39.99. We'll take it all the way down. We'll just make, even skip $29.99. A first caller situation, and we'll blow it out for $28.88. And that will be it. And oh, Bonnie, I like your taste. Bonnie, we've got trillion cut moonstones coming up in earrings, so they'll be on the way. I know we've got some trillion lovers out there. Bonnie, I like the way you think. We're going to bring you those fabulous, fabulous moonstones in the earrings with the omega backs. And I know somebody's going to ask me to make them into rings. I can't do that. They're already ready in earrings. We're going to show them to you, and they're next. Yay. So $28.88. Who's got it? We got two people talking about it. And remember, just under 1 inch makes it very wearable. Classic, beautiful, bright colors. And yes, it'll go with all your rounds, your emerald cuts, your asher cuts, your cushions, your pairs, everything you got. So if you are trying to pair this back up to a ring that you already are loving, no worries. The color will match. But you're not going to have identical match sets, and that to me is even a better premium. I think that's the preferred way to go. Have the colors match, don't have the shapes be exact, because then it looks a little more kitschy. I think really to have that stunning look there, and let's see who's got it. You've got it. All right, that one's gone to Jason's caller. Here comes, okay, Bonnie, I love the way you think. I'm a little shocked. I didn't think these were still available, but you know, sometimes things don't go through. So I think this is one of those classic situations, and maybe even a meant to be moment, because I know these sold the other day, but sometimes again, things don't happen the way they're supposed to. Yes. Oh, okay. So the ruby earrings from earlier in the yellow gold are gone. That was how we started the show. Thank you. We still have the white gold, but we still yellow gold gone now. And then here we go. I know we're playing catch up. A lot of people just tuning in. A busy Friday night. Probably been out to dinner, or probably been maybe out to a movie, or whatever. Maybe just in a lot of traffic. I can attest to that. There's a lot of traffic on Friday nights sometimes, even in probably non-traffic-y places. But here we are with our fabulous Moonstone earrings. Thank you, Bonnie, for the request. It's 112-9633, and this is a 4 carat 17 total weight of your Moonstone trillium cuts. 417 plus, it is a carat 21 in diamonds. That's more diamond weight than we typically see in an earring. Yes, it is. Even in a lot of the hoops we do. And this is the diamond being the accent this time around. So let me show you. This is what's so cool too. You really need to have an omega backing with a style like this. They're bigger. So they got to have the omega. A post and butterfly is not going to suffice. So here's what they look like from a distance. And see, that's not just a multicolored rainbow effect you get when you're up close. You see it from a distance away as well. No doubt about it. Here's what it looks like measurement wise. Come on in, Bonnie. I know we're going to have some competition, Bonnie, for these. So if I can, if you know you really enjoy these earrings already, you may want to just go ahead and get on the phone lines, because I can't tell you how many times we get a request by one person and somebody else ends up taking them. So please dial in very early. That's that 5/8 of an inch. This is what an omega back is. So you're going to literally flip down the, I'll call it a closure, but it's really simpler than that. It's just a hinge. And then there's your post for your pierced ear, and you just literally pop it on like that, and watch when you see them on. You won't see that backing. You won't see the hinge. We'll go up close, because I need just a second to put one on. And then what we're going to do is make this an incredible value, and I'm so proud. A matching set of trillion cut moonstones is something to really marvel at, isn't it? Oh, look how gorgeous they are. They're perfect. They really are. They're a good size. You see what I mean? Once they're on, you don't actually see any of the closure at all. They're just sitting promptly, facing out to the world, directly out, just like they should, just as you like them. And of course, all those amazing colors, that rainbow effect, that go with everything style, that's for sure what they are going to do. I mean, this is an earring that's going to be a workhorse. You will wear them all the time. And they're not even going to be, well, look at this. This is not bad. They were $69.99 to start. They're going so much lower right now. All you have to do is dial in. Please do. Bonnie, I hope you like them. If not, first caller who says yes gets them. We've only had one other pair of Moonstone earrings. They were gone very quickly. So this is the last, and these were gone as well, but sometimes transactions don't go through, or people switch out or do that kind of thing, and they swap. So here's your chance to get the big ones. With the carat 21, better than even $3,000. They're not $29.99 either. Going lower than that. Back to the wheel we'll go. I got to show you up close what they're all about. And we're going to take them on down to even better than $29. Mark my words, they will fly. They cannot stay here when they're this kind of value. And perfect coordination there. Look at that, the glow, they do. They look like the most subtle, not rainbows in like this garish way. A lot of times, as much as I love color, and I do love color, I think when I see rainbows, when it's a literal rainbow. Sometimes it's a little bit too, like, it reminds me of like when I grew up and there were these commercials about the more you know and reading and and it just to me can look a little juvenile. When you see this kind of subtle though, like iridescence, you know what it is? There's a lot of beautiful Swarovskis. Swarovskis are expensive now too. They're like the price of diamonds. Swarovskis, they're crystals. They come in a shade called Aurora Borealis, and they have that same kind of shimmer. But obviously that's just cut Austrian glass. That's a glass that's then cut, and they're very expensive, and they're made in Austria, and they're really, they're well known. This is that look, but in a natural gemstone at the highest level possible. And we have got them here for better than 29, better than 28 or 27 or 26 or 25. And this is obviously the carat 21 in diamonds should be more. And yet come on over and get them for $24.99. I will literally sit here and wait till they go, because that's how important a style that is. They have to go. That's too important to stay here at $24.99. And also, you have the option to change the gold color. So we'll go that extra mile if you'd rather have them in the yellow or the rose. We can do that for you. So no problem there. But again, $24.99 for a look like that with a carat 21 in the diamonds. Then we're going to do I promised our Blue Star Sapphire blowout for the bottom of the hour. Well, guess what? That's about a minute and a half away. So we'll do that next. We've still got those bicolored tourmalines. A lot of our pieces are going. The diamond pendant, we still have the white gold and the diamond pendant that we had under cost. Still have a smaller Tanzanite pendant if you missed out on the big one just now. We have a smaller one that was a $375 that is still here. So you've got some great options moving forward in the show. And let me know who's got those, because like I said, we're not going anywhere till those go. That is that kind of value where you know the value when you see it. And it just takes the right shopper, the right collector, the right caller to say, I see it and I love it and they're gonna be mine. Because at $24.99, you just don't see anything else quite like that. That's what's so important about that style. And diamonds, some of the biggest diamond weight we do in earrings, yet they're close to the ear. This isn't that big dramatic oversized drop that you're going, I don't know where I'm going to wear those. You wear them all the time. It sits like what we call the button style. It's a bigger stud. It's going to just kind of dip right below the lobe if you've got kind of an average earlobe size, but really impressive. $24.99. Okay, we're going to get to our Blue Star Sapphire wheel because we are staying on time here with my big discounts we've got. So those are, I guess they're still hanging out here for the moment, but they will go. And then we'll get to okay, this is one of the most important stones out there. We've got a Blue Star Sapphire trio. I'm going to show you 3 different shades, 3 different styles, and you're going to simply pick your favorite. And whatever that favorite is, we're going to do it. Sally, I can check for you. You know what? I don't have any out here for Sally. Could we see? Now, Sally, does it need to be a round? Because let me know if it needs to be a round stone. If it doesn't, I think we'll be able to find something. We need, because the 3 carat's already gone. So let me see, Sally, if we can come up with another 3 carat in the Tanzanite ring for you. We do have the pendant. I don't know if you saw that, but if you need a ring, let me see what we can do and what we have in 3 carats for you, and we'll bring them out. So yeah, just give us a couple of minutes here. We'll do our little Star Sapphire blowout. Then we should hopefully, I hope there's something that's 3 carats because that previous one is gone. Okay, so let's take a look. We'll start here with our Blue Star Sapphire, this oval with this incredible diamond mounting. And here's a better look at the star. That is a naturally occurring asterism. We have a slightly more purple hue. Look at that. Purple and then more of a periwinkle true blue. And then we go darker. I told you we would do this so we can have all 3 options in different shades and then with that different styles for you. So we're going to zoom back because we just had 1 ring. Now we have 3 or 1 pair of earrings. And now take a look at this. Do you see the difference? Royal blue on the right, a real like cornflower blue on the in the center. And then more of that purple. It's a real true purple, lavender purple. On the left side, all 3 same price. It's an under cost blowout. Can I put that on the graphic, or is that tacky? They're under cost. I just can only say it like it is. They are literally going to be under cost because we've had them long enough, and might as well, instead of trying to discount new items that cost 5 times the price to make, we're going to take some older items, all in platinum here, and we're going to discount them below what we paid to make them. Here's the carat weight. They're all, listen to this, smallest size I have is 2 carats. So they're also really, really big. This is the 2 carat. 2 carat exactly. That cornflower blue, 2 carat stone, 1 carat in diamonds, both the rounds and the tapered baguettes. The next size, is a 244. It's the royal blue, not too dark at all. It's the royal blue color. This is one of the rarest. Of course, it's an unheated sapphire, which if I had a faceted unheated sapphire, it'd be a ton of money. These are unheated, and you get that incredible asterism. That's going to be our 244 with 43 points in diamonds. Every diamond is channel set among this unique kind of like deconstructed halo. And then we go with our largest. That is the largest stone, and it's almost 4 carats in size, and it's lavender. So if you're going on rarity, let me just say it as plain and simple as I can. The purple on the left is the rarest by far because of the color and the size. Two things at work there that mean, and you're wondering, well, okay, so I got to pay more for the purple. No, they're all going under cost and they're all the same price. So it does not matter which one is your favorite, because I never want you to have to choose your favorite based on the budget. I don't want to go with what the wallet says. I want to go tap into what your heartstrings say. That's how you decide what ring is best. I never want it to be about the budget. I want it to be truly about which one do you love the most. So I'm going to need some collars here, because these are rare natural stones, all set in platinum. As far as carat weights go, the 391 is going to have 24 points in diamonds. We discussed this has 1 carat in diamonds, and then the royal blue has a 43-point diamond weight. The price tag is insane. You have to trust in what I'm about to do that is going to set. Well, we got collectors out there. We kind of need you to be you don't need to be a collector. If you're already a collector, great. You probably know this stone. If you're not yet considered a collector, let me tell you, you get one of these in your possession, you are collector status. They are rare. And there's such a thing as faux stars. There are man-made simulated versions of them. There are literally simulants where they look alike. They're called the Lindy stars. Here's how you know. Here's how you know you've got the real deal. You look for 6 legs in the star, not 5. When they have 6 legs, as these do, then you're going to see they are the natural real deal. Let me also block a light here so you can see how it's generally going to look there as well. So you're going to see there, we've got that lavender, that cornflower, the royal blue. Nobody's on the phone lines probably because you're thinking, great if I got $14,999 to spend. And this is the other light blocked, so you can see there. Single stars, you're going to get a star per light source. 1 light source, 1 star, 2 light sources, 2. You get the idea. Let's go crazy. Nobody's on the phone lines. That's a shame, because I'm going to have so many people missing out on these. And I know I want you to get your favorite. All right. Oh, that's so great. Oh, that's wonderful. Oh, I love that. I love when the nail techs of the world appreciate the good jewelry we wear, because I love that. Sally said that she, her nail tech called other women over to see her saddle ring with her pink morganite in the middle. And then they took pictures. Oh, that's lovely. Took pictures, probably, and then took it to their jeweler, and their jeweler said, I can't make that. I can't make a stone like that. I don't have any morganites like that. I love that. Well, Sally, we'll work on the 3 carats for you, see what we can bring out for you. But here's what I'm going to do. No collars. Okay. Well, if this is helpful, maybe if we take the price way down to like 99 or 89 or 79 or 69 or what, let's see, 7,500 would have been half off that. We could go like 37.50 if we wanted 75% off. But I think that, I don't know about you, I'm in the mood to hear the phones ring, and I'm in the mood to get you great jewelry. Obviously, that's every single day that I'm here, I want to give you great jewelry. Here's what I'm going to do instead of $37,000 or $3,000 or $2,000. I'm not even asking for $19.99, and these are the big ones. 2 carats minimum, then we go up to 4 carats nearly in size. On the lavender, just free for all. Take them, take them, take them, take them, take them. If you want to take all 3, go ahead. This is the collector's wheel here, and they're not going to be 19. Have I got your attention yet? Well, we're going to go even lower than $19.99, and I'll tell you right now, I'm going to be getting those thank you notes. I'm going to be getting those handwritten. Oh my goodness, glad I was there on that Friday the 7th, because what a value I got on a star sapphire, all natural unheated, of course, they all are. And we're going to do better than 19. Well, I'm hoping you're on the phone lines now, telling me if you want the purple, the cornflower, or the royal blue. They're not going to be $19.99. Joanne, can we get Andy to round up some 3-carat Tanzanites, Joanne? Can we get Andy to look for some 3-carat Tanzanite? He is working on it. Thank you. I just want to make sure, because I know nobody's listening to me, including the people at home, and that's okay. That's something I got to deal with. But here we go, guys. I know it's a lot. It's a lot of Lolo all the time. A lot of Lolo. I get it. I know. You should imagine the people in my life. They're like, oh yeah, I can't. I get enough of her. So here we go, guys. $19.99. It will not be. They're not going to be 18. They're not going to be 17. I told you I am doing the blowout prices on all the deals. Everything's got to go. We have 83 minutes left. 83 in our Friday night. Then we see you in the morning. We got nighttime into morning. This is our best time of the week here where we just don't stop the shopping. And here's what I've got. 17, 16, 15. This has got to get somebody's attention out there. And this is why you might want to just take all three. Get them now. They're not going to be 15, or they're actually going lower than that. We're going to blow them out right now. They are $14.99. And which one do you want? Absolutely. Which one? Middle, and that's it. Okay, just the middle. Let's go with that 2 carat. It's a really teeny size. Most of these platinum designs are. Let's take a look at this. That's going to be the cornflower, yes. Okay, yeah, the lavender's gone. The lavender's already gone. I'll try that on while we're at it here. That was the $391. That's spoken for. And then I think Jason might have this one. So the lavender's gone, and that's going to be the lavender was item number 5905. So that one is spoken for. That was the $391. Jason's thinking about $79.28, which is here. That is the 2 carat with the 1 carat in diamonds. And yep, that's the biggest diamond weight of the 3. So there they are together up close. We now have the royal blue and the cornflower blue together, and that's the 2 carat, and that's the 2 carat 44. So you simply let me know which one you prefer. They're $14.99 and they will all go. And we are working, Sally, on some 3 carats. I haven't seen many of them, so I know that there aren't many to choose from, but we'll bring out what we can. Yes. Cornflower gone. All right, Jason, you did not take that one, right? All right. So that one's gone. 7928. We have one left. It's item number 8862, and that's going to be. Did you already take it? Oh, did you? Okay. Joanne, that one's already gone then, I guess. All right, so here we go. 244, royal blue, and that's 44. So the 244 and the 44, and that's going to be in platinum. They all are, and that's going to be all your specs for that one that is left. That is the largest mounting overall. Yes. Yes, absolutely. Here's what this royal blue, and it's not too dark, because sometimes if it's too dark, you wouldn't see the star after all. You can see it there from a distance away. Still glowing, $14.99, and that's last call. And thank you, Sally, for those requests. That is wonderful, wonderful. We'll get you whatever you need. Thank you, everybody, for the requests. We want to keep those going all night long. We got about 80 minutes to go. So that's where you, again, make sure you tell us what you're thinking about or looking for. And that's going to stay in the platinum, but we'll size it for you. And that is, don't forget, our Moonstone earrings are still here. If you'd like to get those big Moonstones, I recommend them highly. The big Moonstone trillions. You want this one? All right, that one is sold. Congratulations, that wheel is sold out. And now we've got, oh, there's another wheel that's on its way. We do have a heart shape. I know this one isn't 3 carats, but this is what's a-coming. So if anything is appealing, and we're doing that in 20 minutes, so I just want to let everybody know, because I'm getting some questions. When did you say the heart shape's coming out? That's going to be coming up at 7 o'clock. It's only 20 minutes from right now. Stay with me. The one and only heart shape we have left in the inventory. So that's going to be on the way. 20 minutes to go. Big kickoff to our top of the hour. Thank you. Is this it? This is everything. Okay. Well, we gotta talk here. That's the 7 carat. 38 coming up at the top of the hour. I do have a 3 carat. It is the only. Okay, so Sally asked for this. But if anybody else out there would like to have a 3 carat, this is your moment. We have one, and it's in a gorgeous mounting. Look at this from a distance away. It's our 305 cushion cut. This is the traditional cushion cut, by the way, the rectangular version, so it looks plenty big. As a matter of fact, this one usually looks a lot bigger than the 3 carats if it was a square cushion. That kind of makes it look a little smaller. So we're really excited about this. 305, 82 points is the diamond weight, so plenty of diamonds. It's actually what we call the signature style, but it's modified because usually the signature style was an oval. This one's going to be for the cushion. Let's take a look, because this one's coming up at the top. Here we go now. And it will fly. It's in any gold you want. And I know the heart shape's going to be more money because it's more than double the size. So please keep that in mind. If you're also looking for the most affordable Tanzanite ring, this is it. This is it. And it happens to be 8650. What a joy. This is a true, Sally, it's thanks to you. It is all thanks to you for calling in and requesting 8650. It really is. This is such a wonderful moment for all of us, and I encourage you to dial in because this is a big value. And it's our cushion cut 305, 82 points in the diamond weight. We will get to that heart shape. We have a pendant later. Look at this, though. It's in yellow. It doesn't need to stay that way. I know that's a little departure for us. Usually we see the blue wings at first at the white. This is going to be your option. But look at how beautiful and big. That's a rectangular cushion, so it looks plenty large. Here's what it looks like. We finished the inside. This is going to be something else here. Hear me out again. Most affordable Tanzanite ring. It is the most affordable Tanzanite ring. There's nothing smaller. There's plenty larger, but they usually are 15 or 20. We're going to get to the 7 carat 38, which is the heart shape, in about 18 minutes. By the time we get there to that top of the hour, this one will be long gone. It will be long gone. 100%. Call me early. You don't have to be the requester, because requesters, again, I don't ever know what anyone's looking for except the basics. So here's how you need to go. Get in, give yourself the best chance you can. As a matter of fact, they just brought it out. Obviously, it wasn't scheduled for the show, otherwise I would have seen it already. Let me show this to you. This is $69.99. I have a feeling, though, after 102 minutes of this Friday, that might be a stretch. To think I'm going to get $7,000, possible anywhere else. If I was hosting a different network, it'd be no problem. We'd have fights over it. Here we have a little bit different demand for value. So we're going to get you your gold color choice, your size, your free shipping to your doorstep. Oh, and by the way, a money-back guarantee. So if you don't believe you can get a stone this good for this price, well, I hope you will just try it. Because if it's not all that and a bag of chips, you can send it on back. Okay, here's what we're going to do. I'm debating. I know I got to do better than $69.99, but I also know that gold's going crazy, diamonds are going crazy, this has got a lot of those, and then it's got the big Tanzanite. But here's what I got to do first. Try it on, then we're going to see who wants it. Just say sold. You might just want to say sold just to reserve it, and then just believe and know that I'm going to make this affordable. Here's what it looks like on the hand. Look at that. That's a lot of ring, because there's plenty of 3 carats that we could do and just kind of leave more simple and put by themselves and not have to add a lot of the quote-unquote bells and whistles. This one's got it all going on. Lots to love, lots to enjoy. Look at the red flashes. Even from this distance away, tons of that red flash. This might be interesting. I got an idea. Since I can't go any lower than $69.99, and I kind of need to, we got 2 people already thinking about it. So again, if you are maybe one of those, but you haven't dialed in yet, you probably want to do that now. Probably want to get on the phone lines here in a hurry. What if we do this? I already know that $69.99 is my most affordable. Heart-shaped lovers, you're going to wait. Wait till we get to that top of the hour. Heart shape coming up in about 15 minutes. This one's going to be long gone by then. I'm going to put it on the auction block. Got to do it. We're going to try that. And I think you're going to be very happy, because it's going to go so much less than $69.99 to get you the auction deal you want. It's going to be better than $6,000 to start. We already saved $1,000. Even better. Let's go lower than 6 or 5 or 4 or 3. I really want to get everybody in. Let's give you a real, true chance to make this happen and really, truly send it on out. Not even at $3,000. It's all going to be coming with a $10 increment. This is something. Nothing else like it. Let's go. We know we've got Tanzanite lovers. Maybe you don't have one yet. Maybe you're just newer to our show, to our network, to our Tanzanites. There is not a better stone out there in this world. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. We have no open at 3. This is going to take some, we're going to do a sacrifice here. How about this? I'm going to try something absolutely bold. Let's go to $2,500. $2,500 to start. Oh, and that, by the way, is not the basic band. That is about as wide as a band gets to support a really big stone in the center. And silence, utter silence. Tell you what we'll do, because I can't let this stay here. We got our big heart shape debut in about 13 minutes. Can't have this stick around. Look at that stone. Look at the red flashes. There's every bit the neons and blues together. The purples are neon, the blues are neon. Everything is happening simultaneously together to give you the utmost, best of, nonstop, flash, brilliance, neon, vivacity. This is neon at its best. We're not going to do 25. I am seriously just desperate to hear the phones ring at this point. How about 25, 24, 23, 22, 21? Are we getting warmer? I know we talk about $2 grand for a band. That's for the little basic bands. That's for the little teeny weeny meensy meensies. These are a big, we're talking about big diamonds. You got a big band, you got a wider style, you got the big platform, the huge halo, all of that, $2,000 to start. That's 60 seconds. Then I got to go. 60 seconds on that Tanzanite to get it going. 2,000. Let's go. I know we've got some lovers of Tanzanite. I know you know when a deal is a deal. Let's see what we've got going on this one. And do we have anybody thinking about it so far? Thinking about it, verifying, maybe 45 seconds until we see what's up? It is one of the truly most magnificent settings. There has been something called the signature mounting. I've been selling it for 25 years on TV, no matter what the network, because TVON hasn't been around all that long, but certain mountings endure. Certain mountings endure the test of time. This is one of those mountings. And yes, it's usually with an oval. This is obviously modified for that elongated, rectangular cushion cut that is so outstanding. And a 305 that I would say looks bigger. What do I know? I've only sold like 20,000 blue wing block tees in the last 7 years. So I've seen a few. I've sold a few, and yet, have we ever seen a price like that? Do we have the open at 2,000? I'm so sorry that I did this to this piece of jewelry, because I know $7,000 is more than worthy, and now I'm starting at 2. And oh, by the way, we've got the open. We've got the open, don't we? We've got it officially? All right, so we've got the open at $2,000. Thank you very much. We've got the open. It's only a $10 increment, and now we're getting very close. 10 minutes till the top of the hour on our last. Uh-oh. And look at the reds. I want to dive in. It's like the most sensational neon. Like, I just get lost in these colors, the vibrance, the beauty, the stunning. Look, that's what we want to see right there. And you only get it here. It's our exclusive. And to get a style, and look, I just made the 3 carat, which is supposed to be $7 grand, so much less. Here we are at $2,000. Again, we've got the open, and that's it, one bidder. So, well, I thought we'd get a little more activity, but again, welcome to Friday night. Here's your moment. We'll give it a final 2 minutes because we always have to make sure there's like a fair and final warning. So I'm going to do that now. You can call in just as well. We do have the open at 2. So listen, it's not going to stay here. There's no possibility of the museum getting the stone. There's no possibility of seeing it on a different day or even in a few hours from now in the morning. This is it. So we've got to give it 2 minutes because you're more than welcome to jump in, even if you're not our opening bidder. Listen, we don't need to all just bow down and forfeit. Give it a shot. Play the game. Get in. Because it's $10. $10 separates you and the ring. That's it. That's the only advance we're looking for. You're more than welcome to make power bids as well. But this is your last call, and we're going to give it 2 minutes. 2 minutes, and we got to go. 2 minutes, and that's it. What can I say? It is so magical. Let me show it on the hand here. Remember, that's also a fully finished undergallery. Most Tanzanites, they don't always have a fully finished undergallery to them as well. And any gold, now I know we're seeing the yellow gold. We traditionally see the white gold to start. That is your option. Look right up here. You get the white gold, the yellow gold, or the rose gold. Those are all options for you. So don't feel like you have to have the yellow gold that it's in because, well, truth is you don't see much of the gold when you see it on the hand. Yes. Absolutely. I'll show the undergallery again. This is time number 3 here because you got to see that. The way it's finished is absolutely outstanding. That's a lot of extra expense these days to do an undergallery like that. I would expect that even places like, you know, where you're used to seeing undergalleries, you're going to notice they're stopping doing undergalleries. Here's your final chance. We got a minute left to go. That is it. White, yellow, or rose gold. You choose your size, your gold color. You get it shipped to your doorstep for free. You get that money back guarantee to get it home and then decide. But $2,000 is too low. There's the 2, and then there's the 2. The TWO, which is the $2 grand, but there's the TOO, which is too low. That's what's going on here. 2 is too low. That stone might be a little too good too. That 3 carat of 5, 82 points in the diamonds. Come on now. What do you have to lose? The opportunity. Just the opportunity when we don't have much left in any. Blue Wing, Block D, Museum Reserves, and when they're gone, they're gone. So here's our final 20 seconds. It's last chance, last call. Well, it's one of the best values I've seen. It certainly is. It's really tough, and I got to follow this one with the heart shape. Well, I hope you enjoy it because I just ruined my heart shape because the heart shape is 10 grand. And you're probably expecting it to be, I don't know, somewhere double this. Well, that's not going to happen. Let's stick around, though. The heart shape is coming up. I may need to actually modify everything I was planning with the heart shape now because of this auction. Oof. This auction, I'm losing money on this auction, and now I got to lose money going forward now, too. We have that yellow diamond necklace, by the way. Very affordable, wonderful gift idea coming up in a little bit as well. We have a bigger Mandarin, had the trillion. Well, actually, we have a 2-carat Mandarin. That's it? All right. 2,000 once, twice, 3 times. You got it. It's sold. Well done there. All right. We've got diamonds galore. Look at this. Diamonds, diamonds, and more diamonds. A pear shape. A solitaire round. Look at that solitaire. It needs rhodium, but that's okay. Most everything does. And then here we go. Show you a couple more options as well. Oh, now the calls come in. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I hope those are requests. Here we go. There's the band ring. Look at that. And then there's one more that feels like an open split style in a wider band. It's our diamond quartet. Love them. And then don't forget that heart shape. Still coming up. I can't, at this point, can't take it away from the show. We've been promoting it. So we'll do the heart shape. I'll just have to amend the pricing. And here we go with the diamond deal that are bigger center stones. All of them. Aren't they great? You got the solitaire. Now the solitaire is not all on its own. You got diamonds around it. So there's diamonds around the edge, like that profile halo we see. So there's your diamond. Yes. Oh, yes, the marquise. You got it, Kathleen. Can we tolerate some white diamonds real quick on blowout? Then we'll get the marquise up here, and then we'll do the heart shape. You got it, Kathleen. That's, I don't know if she knows it. It's the 1 carat that looks like I keep marveling at this one. We showed it once. Yeah, question? Oh, she is? Oh, I'm so glad. Oh, wonderful. Wonderful. Thank you, Sally. Thank you so much. This is our beautiful wheel here. I'm just looking at what we can do on price here. We've got 55 points on this diamond in the band. So that's, you can see, all bezel burnished. It's kind of a bezel that is burnished into the band. 55-point diamond there, one only white gold. These are all one of a kinds, by the way. They all stand white gold. They're all one of a kinds. That makes it pretty simple. One of a kind, as you see them, we just need to know your ring size. So we have the 55-point oval. We have the solitaire round, which is a 70-point round, and then 6 points in diamonds. By the way, that's 18-karat gold. Then we go to the 60-pointer pear shape. See, no, that's well, they're calling it a round, but that's not a round, is it? Certainly doesn't look like one. Is it? Oh, it is. Wait, is it? Am I seeing things? It is a round, I guess. It's the 2 prongs that make it almost look like a pear shape. That's a round. It's a 60-point round. Did that just optical illusion anybody else, or is it just my eyes? Are my eyes going? Maybe. I've been waiting for them to go since I was like 5 years old. There we go. I thought I was going to need glasses, and I still haven't gone there yet. But look at that. That's really, it is a round. It is round 60-pointer, 15 points on the sides. Then we go to our oval in the back. That's going to be our 51-point VS diamond oval, 50 points around it. So we're going to do something really wild here. Any piece you want, and then we will get Kathleen's yellow diamond up here. And all of our white diamonds here are going to go out the door very quickly. Remember, this is the 18-karat. The rest are 14. Band style, solitaire style, unique. Kind of east to west look there, and then we've got our big open band. I mean, it really is 4 very cool, different, fresh ways to do white diamonds. From everything from the classics, where they feel more like a solitaire, all the way to more exotics for you. So really fabulous there. And we're going to take them all down to the same price so that you don't have to, again, don't let the budget decide. Truly pick your favorite. Let's make them all, I don't know, about $49.99. That's not going to do much tonight. We got to get really, really dropping these prices. I've been doing it for 2 hours. We got another hour left. Let's make it happen for you. Welcome into Friday. Let's take them down. Yes. Oh, good. What's that? Oh, gotcha. All right, so the lavender star sapphire was swapped for something else. So let me just show that again, because we had a lot of people. Wait a minute, do we already know who was fighting over that? Do you know? Okay, you wanted the, well, I'll tell you what. That was the first one to go, I believe. So let's show this again. You know, I love to sell things twice. Just because, again, it makes it, just making sure that somebody gets it, because that's what's important here. That's an in-demand stone. That's the 391. lavender star sapphire. I had that on a wheel a few minutes ago for $14.99. They just swapped it out for something else, so you get another chance at this one. It's in platinum. It's got that little floret of diamonds on the sides. That is the largest, that is the rarest, that is the lavender color. It is the 6-rayed star. That is here for $14.99 first caller. So just one more shout out to that purple star. And now we get to send all these diamonds out for better than 49, better than 39. Ooh, we love having some fun with white diamonds and seeing them in cool, creative ways. Seeing them in something other than doesn't necessarily, I think we've got a good bridal style. I think we've got a great unisex style. I think that right side of your screen, I think it could be a men's ring. I do. I think that could be a great gentleman's style as well as a lady's style. I think we've got something that's engagement ring worthy if you want the 70-point round in the front with a diamond halo on the sides. And then the other two are going to be much more like fun, unique styles that are not going to be $39 or $29 or even $19.99, all when they have bigger individual diamonds right there in the center. And we're going to take them down below 19, 18, 17. I got 2 minutes left in this hour. Our last hour is about to kick off, and isn't that going to be fun? We're going to blow these out now for just, you know what, skip it, $16.99 only. All 4 pieces, one great price. You choose your favorite, and they all stay in the white gold as they are. We've got 18 and 14 karat gold represented up there. And then Kathleen, have you seen this before? The big yellow diamond, it's already a 1 carat, but that's nothing. It looks like a 2.5. I'll show it to you on my hand. This is a yellow diamond that I'm still absolutely stupefied here of why and how, because as I've looked at it, as I've shown it to you, that is the largest yellow diamond ring I've ever presented. And I don't mean carat weight, because I've had a 4 carat and I've had several 3 carats and I've had several 2.5. This ring is still larger, not just because of the length, but look at that center stone. And yet it is so ridiculously affordable. We'll show it right before we get to our Tanzanite top of the hour. Our white diamonds are here for $16.99. Kathleen, this is coming up next for you, and it's item number 9561. It is the marquise. I've shown it once before. I'm really, really excited that it's as simple as this. It looks like a 2.5 carat at least, but it's without the price tag. And so I give you the 1 carat 03 that never looks like a 103. You just saw this on my hand. It in no way resembles, I still keep thinking we should bring out a 1 carat. I have one. Let me show you. It's a big mounting, but please try to look at the center stone here. This is a 1 carat. That's a 1 carat. Big size difference, right? That cushion cut square is a 1 carat. Does that look bigger? Proof. The proof's in the pudding. Here's our 1 carat 03 marquise. And it just looks monstrous. Has 23 points in yellow diamonds beside it. Has another 80 points in diamonds around that. Ooh la la. And here we go. Let me try it on again. So carat 03 and a carat 03, because if you add up the 80 and the 23, that's a carat 03. And then you got the carat 03 center. So 206 overall. But you have to understand, I've sold a lot of yellow diamonds in my day. It's been thrilling. They're popular. They're good looking. They're rare. This is natural. All of that, wonderful. But that stone I've sold 4 carats. I know, they were a long time ago, so I know. Don't ask, they're not here. I have 3 carats. I've had many 3 carats. I think I've sold about 25 different 3 carat stones over time. Have had many 2.5s. This looks bigger than my 2.5 carats that I have currently in stock. So it is a carat. The good news is you're paying for the carat 03. You don't pay for what it looks like, you pay for what it weighs. So that is just a trick. I tell people all the time, I've told you guys, everyone and their mother and brother and sister and everybody comes to me when it comes to, I need help finding an engagement ring. If anybody's getting engaged, you'd be amazed. Suddenly my family grows by exponential numbers because everyone goes, oh, I know somebody in the jewelry business, let them help you. And I'm so happy to do it because I'm so passionate about the diamond trade and getting people that really important, diamond ring they need for engagement or for wedding or for whatever. I'm going to tell you right now, that's the trick. But sometimes it's easy to get like a stone that might look like 30 points bigger or 50 points bigger. To get one that looks like a 1.5 carat bigger or double the size is a whole different thing. And that's what this stone does. And I promise you, again, you can take it or leave it. It's my little bit of advice. That is something that looks at least double the size. And it's a marquise, really unusual. We don't see a lot of marquise cuts. You've got that bright, I love how bright. It's a VS stone. It's just super clean. I mean, we're up close. I can come even a little bit closer. Do we have anybody thinking about it? Because here's the problem. I have 3-carat stones, they're 35 grand. I have 2.5 carat stones, they're 25 grand. I have 2-carat stones, they're $20,000. That's not for everybody. And you guys come to me and say, I love it, but I can't do it. Well, here's how you do it. You get this 1-carat 03 that looks like so much more. You spend a lot less. You get the deal. You're still getting a carat 03 beside it. So you're getting this incredible look, this elongation, which is going to look so beautiful on your hand. And it is not going to be, well, I'm certainly not going to get $25,000 for it today, even if that's what we needed and wanted. Do we have anybody thinking about it so far? Not a soul. That's okay too. It's fine. But I will tell you this. Instead of the $99.99 I am rightfully to get on this designer 103. Yes, Jason. Purple star. Oh, go ahead. The solitaire, the 70-pointer. Great, thank you. That was 18 karat gold, by the way. All right, so we had the diamond solitaire from the wheel go. Here's what I'm doing on the yellow diamond. By the way, the purple star sapphire is still here if anybody wants that. $391 purple star sapphire. But here we go, better than 99. Nobody's on the lines for this one. We got people shopping other things from the show from earlier tonight. We're going to get to that heart shape right after this request is taken care of. And now we get to take this even lower than $4,999. Let's go. We're taking it lower than 49, lower than 39. Somebody's going to be a very happy camper. When you get this, when you see this, when you wear this, and every day I think you're going to say, look at my 2.5 carat diamond that you didn't have to pay $25,000 for because it's not a 2.5 carat diamond. We don't have anybody yet on this one. I know we're all anxiously awaiting the Tanzanite. It's coming up. Let's do better than 39 or 38 or 37. And by the way, I've got that little tiny scrawny 1 carat that I'm probably going to have to skip from the show because now it looks so teeny tiny scrawny. And it's more money than the big one. Let's go even lower than $37.99 or $37.77. I'll make it $3,699 only. First caller in 60 seconds. Welcome into our top of the hour. It's our last 55 minutes, actually, of our Friday night. Now, don't panic. We're back in the morning. We've got more great jewelry. We've got a fabulous, fabulous Saturday morning for you. But this, $36.99. Okay, we're going to get to the heart shape. And let me also remind you that that purple star sapphire just came back because it got swapped out for something else. 5905 right here. 5905 is the 391 purple star sapphire, all natural. Asterism, that's platinum. That's 24 points in diamonds. That should go. But our yellow diamond might have to be mine. Because I'm a person who says, I really, now if I had my druthers, I'd get a 30 carat diamond. That's just, don't judge. That's just how I like my diamonds. That's just how I like my jewelry. I know. Someone's going, really? Really, you need an upgrade. But you know, it is what it is. Don't tell anyone I said that. Because, you know, well, aren't you satisfied with your 22 carat? It's fine. It's fine. We all want bigger diamonds, typically. And that's okay. There's no harm in that, but if you're looking for the yellows, boy, do they get pricey. So here's the way you get it. Now we're going to talk a little bit about a Tanzanite heart shape. Again, welcome into our last hour of our Friday night. I'm so glad you're with us. It's so lovely to have your company here. My name is Lauren Blair. I'm the host of TVON. We've got another few minutes left on our Friday. Of course, we have crazy good shows all weekend long, Saturday, Sunday mornings, 10 to 1 Pacific time. That's 10 a.m. That's 1 p.m. Eastern. So we get you started. 3 big hours on Saturday and Sunday, which I hope you'll join me for those as well. We got some very special pieces coming up. But this, the yellow diamond is here. This is our heart shape. I'm so excited about this. This is going to be difficult. We had that 3 carat request come out and that got a little wonky. So here's what I'm going to do on this one. We've got our heart shape, which is more than double the size. It's been shown it a couple of times, giving you those previews. It is our 7 carat 38. Yes, please. 738 heart shape. 9654 is the item number and it's brand new and it's our final heart shape Tanzanite. Yikes. That's not going to last. Here's the other thing. It's a 7 karat 38, it's museum reserve, and it has a custom made, because I don't have mountings. Tens of thousands of mountings here at our disposal. I don't have a mounting that's going to work for an exact 7 karat 38 heart-shaped blue wing. And look at that stone. Look at that gem. Look what that does. The reds are there. I know this one's going to have to, I just zoomed in, but I'm going to have to zoom back a little bit so you can see it up to the proper angle here. But you'll see it on the hand. Doesn't have to be white gold. You can switch it out. Yellow or rose is totally okay. But it's our last. Heart shape. Museum reserve. Here we go. I don't know what it's going to take, but it's Friday night and it's the end. So now we got to get real serious. Giveaway Central, you're here for it. This is your moment to take full advantage of anything and everything we've seen. We still got some pieces here from hour 1 and hour 2. Now we're getting set up with hour 3. Pieces you have not seen yet, like this one, the yellow diamond necklace, which is incredibly affordable, a Tanzanite pendant, and anything else. Hopefully that purple star sapphire will get a home again. But look at how beautiful this heart shape is. I'm going to try it on the hand for you. Let me know on that yellow diamond marquise cut. Here's our last heart shape. And you know, with holiday gifting around the corner for that loved one, and so many people say, I don't have the words to express to somebody. I don't think we ever do. The people we really love, are you ever able to verbally express to someone how much you care or what someone means to you? That's really tough to do. The language is a good one. We've got a broad English language, but it's still, I always find that words don't always suffice. So it's gestures, it's thoughtful moments, it's things you do for other people. I always think about, people don't remember everything about you. They remember the way you made them feel. And I think when you give somebody a piece of jewelry, whether this is, again, and I don't think we can ever neglect ourselves. We need to think about the jewelry we love to give to ourselves, because we know what we love the most, what is going to be significant and meaningful for us to wear. If you just love a heart shape, there is nothing that says you can't say, here's what I'm going to gift to myself. Here's what I want for my own collection, because you love it. You get what you love. There are no rules with jewelry as long as you love it. And here's what we have with our heart shape, our very last call on this. Again, only one I've got, museum reserve. You know what happens if they stick around. They do go out to the museums. They are desperate right now for some great Tanzanite. And we're going to make this better. I told you it was $99.99. The problem is I can't do that after that auction. Even though that was a totally different thing, that was a 3 carat, this is obviously more than double the size. But we still have to find a way to get it into that discounted level. And with all that said, that 3 carat didn't have a lot of traction. We had what, one bidder? We had one bidder. I put it up for auction with next to nothing to start. And what do we have? One bidder, that's all. So it's not going to be that busy high competition night we're used to. So that's okay too. Listen, it's busy, it's fall, it's holiday season approaching. Everyone's starting to get all that holiday festivities ready, planning the menus and thinking about the guest list of the parties. And we're here just giving away great jewelry whenever you need us to. And whenever you find that piece you love, expect that giveaway price tag. Here's what I'll do instead of $99, $89, $79, $69, $59. I'll blow it out. This is all I can do. It's everything I can do. We're going to make it better than $49.99. We just got the one. You're changing the gold color. You're getting your size. All of that. But it is not even $3,999. Excuse me, that is a 7 karat 38. That should never be that price tag. Never. It's not even $39.99. Awaiting that first caller to come on in and say, mine. If that's the one you want to have, you go for it now. It's a that's for real. That's a $10,000 piece. And here I am at $39.99, but it's going lower. And nobody's called in yet. That's, again, when it's one of a kind, you know what to do. You act quickly. We've got a pendant coming up right after this. We're going to do something very special on the pendant as well. But this has to go lower. We're going to make it happen for you, and we'll take it even better than $38 or $37.99. This is your go time moment, and all custom made. Isn't that special? Have you ever tried to walk into a jewelry store and work with a jeweler? Well, first of all, they don't usually do the sketching. They hire someone from the outside who does the sketching, creates with, basically with your collaboration, creates and sketches what you want. want. Then the piece has to be made and put in the system, which is the computer system that allows a casting to be made, and then the mold is made, and then it's set, and it's complicated, let me tell you. And complicated costs money. So if you're having something custom designed, that is costly to do. So all of that, you've got it all right there, custom designed for you, and it's better than $37.99. I'll blow it out for $3,699, and then we got to go. Last call on the show is here. 45 minutes or so left, so not a lot of time, and $36.99 on a 7-carat 38 with that half carat plus in diamonds, 53 points in the diamonds in that custom made mounting. So it's extremely important. It is really well done. It's got a great basket work and basically your undergalley, because that's all designer done. And then you see how that comes right down to the base. So that's going to lift it up off the hand to act as your kind of like your starting off point, your foundation for that ring. And it is just fantastic to get a heart-shaped stone that size for $36.99. Now, I got to remind you, we have the Purple Star Sapphire. This is the best buy of the night so far, and it's back. It was sold, it was swapped, it's back. So I can't let this stay here because we know ya, and we know you love a great deal. And that Purple Star Sapphire is a 3-carat 91 in platinum. It's item number 112595. That is here and back. Again, sold earlier, got swapped for something else. Here's what we're going to do on this one. $391 unheated purple. You get a purple sapphire, you get a nearly 4-carat, and there's 24 points in 2 marquise cuts on each side and 1 round brilliant. So there's a lot happening in the way the diamonds meet up. It's got a knife edge style. It's not sharp. It's a knife edge style of platinum. So that means the band itself comes to a bit of a point. It's very subtle. It's just, it involves a lot more platinum. So I like to point it out. If it was a flat band, it wouldn't require nearly as much of your metal. So all of that in an unheated purple stone and yet a sapphire. How many of you guys get 4-carat sapphires out there? How many times have you been privy to a 4-carat sapphire? Okay, let's even dumb it down a little bit. Let's think about the basic of colors. Let's think about the basic blues and a faceted stone. No asterism, no phenomenal effect, and no special fancy exotic color. Just a 4-carat blue. I have one here. There's one in my inventory that's a faceted blue sapphire. It's 4 carats. It is $25,000 because it's a 4-carat blue. Here is a truly more exotic stone because it's 3 carats 91, almost 4 carats, but it's purple and it's got the asterism. So it's a lot more exotic than getting a faceted blue, and yet this one is $14.99. It was part of a wheel earlier where its other counterparts are already sold, and now this one is here for $14.99 only. So a big value right then and there. One collar. It'll be our last time showing it to you tonight, and I'll try it on for you as well so you can see what it looks like on the hand. It is also last call for requests. If you have one, if you have something you're looking to see, something you want us to bring on out, we'll do it for you. Happy to make that happen. But here's that purple star on the hand. Look at that. Great big stone too, and so simple in the way it's set. It's like there's so much happening with the way you see that stone, of course, the asterism and everything. You don't need a lot, I don't think, in the diamond design. It doesn't need to get too flowery. It doesn't need to get too overly detailed. So we left it kind of classic and straightforward. We're back up close, and you can see that one there. So it's our last call. I did say I was going to bring a Tanzanite pendant, so let's do it. We got a Tanzanite here coming up in a 158 size, and it's going to be our big cushion cut. It's a cushion cut square. Take a look at that. That is just nearly a round. It's going to look to the world like a round when you wear it. If you see it from a little distance away, it's going to end up looking like a round, but it's got this great little star-like design of diamonds around it. 9668 is your item number here, and I am thrilled. I'm glad that we have another 45 minutes to show you some collectible pieces, but again, we're going to need your calls with requests because I do have a yellow diamond necklace that is giftable. We've got our 158 minimum cushion cut stone here, and of course, 38 points in diamonds, including some bigger stones. So as we set it here, keep in mind, you see in the corners, I'm going to try to remove the tweezers, but see, that's what happens. It needs a little bit of help. Just everyone needs a friend to lean on, and these pendants do more than ever. So here we go with the big diamonds in the corner. So you see it creates a little bit like a star-like design. It's got the smaller diamonds that connect the dots between, and then you've got the diamonds in the bail as well. We're doing white, yellow, or rose gold for you, which is very exciting. So you're really making it your own. You're choosing your favorite gold color. You never have to just say, well, I guess they like the white gold, so I'm going to leave it there. We're going to just make sure it's how you want it. But it's also going to be a great size, and this is that everyday size. It's not that style you're waiting. Special occasions are wonderful, and I think they're the most memorable times of life. We remember those special occasions, those big events, those big moments, those milestones, those fabulous nights out. but it's not going to be the majority of our living. And this 3/4 inch style is really meant for every day, because I'm not a believer that pieces of fine jewelry should be saved for a special occasion. I believe that really, truly, they should be worn all the time, and that's what this allows you to do. It's not a size that's overwhelming. Look at it against a color or against the skin tone here. You see how amazing how strong that neon saturation is, and we got a huge value. So please feel free to come on in. This is the one to get a hold of, especially if you're looking for affordability. And also to say this, we had a Tanzanite pendant in a bigger size earlier ago, and that was wonderful. But this is also a reminder that if you have a blue winged block D in a ring or an earring, you got to match. You've got to match here, even despite, don't let this small teeny price fool ya. There's a match here in the color. So you can enjoy it, grab it. You know what I'll do? Make it better than $39.99. That is my price. It literally has a price tonight of $3,999. I'm going to take it significantly lower again. I'm not ready to adapt. I don't know about you guys. Anybody who's already adapted to the new world of fine jewelry, good for you. I'm not ready to go there yet. I'm not ready to accept $4,100 per ounce gold price. I'm not willing to accept where diamonds have gone at $38,000 a carat for VS diamonds. I'm just not ready to go there. So if you are also resisting that and saying, or maybe you've just said, I've given up. I'm done with fine jewelry. Like, I'm glad I got mine, but I'm done. You don't have to. If you need that completer piece for your collection, this is it. If you need a giftable, let me make it giftable. I don't know about you, but I love people to death, but I'm not spending $4,000 on everybody on my gift list. That's not in the budget. Not this year. Here's what I'm going to do. We're going to make it better than $39, $29, $19.99, a Tanzanite for all. Not literally all, because I'm limited, but you know what I can do here. I can make the price tag worthy of everybody's budget, get you that gorgeous red flash, maybe even take the fingerprint off for a little extra charge, or maybe not. Just do that for free, like we do the gold color change, like we do the shipping. Here's what I'll offer instead of $19, $18, $17. I know we got $16.99 as the rock bottom ridiculous low. I'm going to do better than that. Call me quickly. It's time to give stuff away. I got to make a lot of moves here, and I got 41 minutes to do it. There's an unfathomable amount of jewelry needs to leave us in the next 41 minutes of this Friday night, like an insane amount. So there's obviously some extra motivation, and the priority is moving the jewelry no matter what the price. So again, come on in if you like a discount, because it's not 16, 15, 14, 13, or 12. I have lost my mind on Tanzanite values tonight. We had the heart shape, we had the cushion, we had the big fancy cut earlier in a pendant, which is gone, and now we've got the classic for everybody, the cushion cut that looks like a round, both really exotic and very valuable cuts to get, and it's not even $12.99. This is a $4,000 pendant. And instead, I'm going to bring it even further down. We've already got 2 gone, so bye-bye 2. We've got 2 left. Yes, that means 4 to start, 2 gone, 2 remaining, any golds you want, and we're going to make it better than $1,100. Thank you. Another one is gone. We have 1 left, and I'm not to my final price. If you haven't dialed, you probably have seconds to get in and get one, because it will be long gone, and this is why. It's November 7th. We're getting really close to time where we got to start thinking about shopping. And this could be a gift idea. I don't say that about the $10,000 pieces. I don't say it about the 5 or the 4 or the 3, but when it's $11.99 for a carat 58 in solid gold with VS diamonds, then we're going to talk about gifting, or maybe $10.99. Or you know what, let's go all out. First callers, I got 1 left, is right? Right, 1 left. All right, let's make it easy. $999, and that is for 1 more of you. And how about that for the first 3 callers that said yes, they're saving even more than they bargained for. So we've got our final 60 seconds, if it even lasts that long. $999 on a beauty of a pendant. A great style to wear every single day. It's $999 for anybody who'd like it. We got 50 seconds left to go. It's time to get that last one, and we still have the heart shape here. Still have the purple star. I think it's like, did we go off the air at 7 o'clock? I don't know. Maybe. But that's where, again, hopefully still broadcasting online. That's always the hope. That's a really remarkable piece there. $999 last one. This is your chance. 30 seconds remaining, under $1,000. Get it. It's so good. And you cannot go wrong with Blue Wing Block D unless you're saying, no, I want the lavender because my jeweler told me it can't be that good. Okay, stop listening to the jewelers that have never seen any of the good stuff, okay? Not everybody is exposed to the best stones in the world. I know that because you see up there where it says TVON exclusive. And so that means that if your jewelers don't watch us at home, if they don't tune into TVON at night and on the weekend days, and they've never heard of this. They don't know this, and I can't blame them. Listen, it's hard to know something that you've never been exposed to. If you haven't learned it, you don't know it. It's just that true, right? It's like we can all be like sponges and absorb information and learn and educate ourselves, but I can't blame the jewelers and the appraisers and everybody out there that says, that's not a Tanzanite color. I get it. That's what I would say if I've never been exposed or never read a book or never, talked to some of the museum folks of the world. I mean, the truth is you got to understand there is a better quality than light lavenders and lilacs, and it exists only here in this Blue Wing Block D. It is the literal best in the world. I don't say that lightly. I try not to use hyperbole, and I'm telling you right now, I'm very, 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 very particular about the words I choose because I'm a communicator. That's my job, and you have to be accurate because, truth be told, nobody else in the jewelry business gives a hoot about being accurate or ethical or having integrity, and I think it's a shame. And so I hope that over the years, as we've gotten to get to know each other, or if we're new, welcome. Hi, my name's Lauren. I'm a journalist, but I happen to be in this business now. I've been doing it for a long time. And you know what? We are really believers, and luckily I'm teamed up with a family here that really does believe in the same. They believe in integrity and honesty. They don't believe in cutting corners or skimping or calling it one thing when it's not. And there's a lot of that out there. There's enough of that out there. So we want to choose to be different. And this is how we do it. So $9.99, last one left. I'm going to show you a necklace here coming up that also is very important because there's a lot of, yes, go ahead, Jason. Oh, good. Thank you. Who got the purple star? I just want to congratulate Sherry. It is such a beautiful stone, and she did pick up a real rarity there. So this is what I've been excited about. Also giftable, I believe. It is a yellow diamond necklace, and it's a true station style. It's 112. 92.47. Thank you, Sherry, on that purple star. Purple star sapphire is sold again. And now we are still waiting on the last of the Tanzanite pendant and the heart-shaped Tanzanite as well. But now we go to this really important yellow diamond piece that is a full necklace, station style here with the center stone. And it's a 31-point pair. It's item number 9247. And it's a pear shape that is all bezel and prong. So it's a dual setting, bezel and prong setting, 31-point pair. It sits at its side angle. So it's going to go east to west, but a little diagonal because one of the O-rings is attached to the point right here, and then the other one's at the top. So it's actually going to have a little angular setting, which really just feels perfect around the lines of the neckline. Here's what we've got: yellow diamonds extra. That's going to be, oh, so should we try something 9247 instead? We'll just reverse those, and then it'll come up as a 31-point pear-shaped yellow. It'll be magic. And then look at this. There's that extra yellow diamond you're getting. So there are 2 round brilliants. They're on either side of your necklace. So just about an inch or so away from the centerpiece, extra yellow diamonds in their yellow gold. The rest is going to be white gold. They stay as is. We only have a couple to go around. It sounds like a bundle. It sounds like a whole bunch. It sounds like I could be here till next Tuesday selling necklaces because we have 7. Not 7,000 or 70, but 7's a lot for us. We do really specialize in one of a kind. So 7's quite a few for what we're used to. This is our necklace, which all enclosed one piece. Here's the great news. You also get the lobster claw closure. That's as premium as a clasp gets. It also has 3 built-in lengths, so it's going to work for anybody you give it to, so you never need to worry about, I don't know what necklace length they like. No problem. 16, 17, and 18, those are all the 3 classic lengths built in, so you have no choice to make. It is giftable. It is perfect. It is fabulous. And it is going to be affordable. And don't forget, we got the Moonstone earrings, the yellow diamond. I'm getting recap ready here. We've still got turquoise earrings, Moonstone earrings, a big yellow diamond, a Moonstone ring. We'll do some recaps. We will. We're getting close to recap time. Let me try this on the hand and the neckline, just to give you some ideas here of what it's going to look like. So you can see here, that's what I'm talking about. It's an east-west set pear shape, sitting at a slight angle. The yellow diamonds really show up beautifully next to it. That's going to be about an inch away on either direction. Here's what it looks like on the neckline. Just show you there. Delicate, everyday, pretty and perfect and delicate and all the sweet. styles we love. Doesn't have to be for that, over the top. I mean, I don't think this is the piece you wear when you're looking to have that statement style. Some outfits command it. But then, like I said, every day you're putting on the sweats, the nice lounge wear. You're never getting out of your PJs that day. It's Christmas morning and you're just like, I'm in those designer PJs that, cost, a car payment, and they're silk and they look great, but what do I wear with that? Every day, dressy or not, casual or not, and whatever your loungewear PJs or workout clothes look like, if they're on the high end or not so much, it always works. A station style necklace always works. It's always, you never take it off. It's kind of like our DBTY. You just get it at home, you open the package, you never take it off. I don't think your gift recipient is either. And I was going to say, it wasn't this exact yellow diamond, but it was a cushion gut we did a few weeks ago. And someone got it. They got it for a gift. That was at least the intention. They said, first of all, they got it in record time. They said it was 2 days and I got it. So they got their necklace in 2 days, which not surprising in a necklace. We've got 7 of them. They're ready to go. They ship out on Monday. You'll probably have them by Wednesday or Thursday. This is what the story was. They got a cushion gut yellow diamond necklace. They paid $9.99. The intention was to give it as a gift. Opened the box. Not only were, this is their words, they said, I was absolutely floored by the quality, because I thought I paid $9.99, how good could it be? But I thought, hey, for a gift, for somebody, it'll be really well received. They literally ran to their jeweler. They took my suggestion. I always say the real way to get an accurate feedback on what a piece is worth is to take it to a trusted jeweler that maybe through the years in your town, in your city, in your community, because that way you don't have to go on a New York price or an LA price, because if you're living in a rural area, your price is going to be different than if you're living in a big metropolis. So take it to your jewelers. This is what this gal did. I'll have her remain anonymous. I didn't get permission to share this story, but she said, I took it to my jeweler because I was so floored, and I thought, I really thought that Lauren sent me the wrong necklace. Those were her words. She said, I thought she sent me the wrong necklace. I knew I paid $9.99. I knew as a jewelry lover that the piece was worth so much more. I took it to my jeweler. She lives in a more rural place, and she said, I took it there. He'd never seen a yellow diamond in person before, ever, not a natural one. And she said, I asked him point blank, you always recommend that we ask, what would it cost to make the same thing right here? He said, number one, I can't make the same piece unless I'm making it with a synthesized stone. If I'm making it in gold with a synthesized stone, and by the way, it was a 30-point cushion cut, so about the same size as this one. He quoted her in 14 karat gold, same identical necklace. He quoted her over $22,000. She said, that's it, I'm saving it. I'm saving it, I'm keeping it, I'm wearing it myself. She walked out of that jewelry store wearing that necklace and said, I'm gonna have to find something else for that gift recipient. That's how it works. And if you are not familiar with the yellow diamond world, welcome to about as exotic as it gets. It's the hottest thing going. The wealthy of the world, that's what they're wearing. That's what they're collecting. I know that a friend of mine was on TV on one of those big networks. She started working with the big network, the one that started the whole business of direct response TV, which is, the big one with 3 letters. And she was there doing some kind of some kind of just basically standing there and talking about pieces, but she had collaborated on some faux jewelry. And what would she do? She did all yellow diamonds, but they were just glass. They were literally dyed glass. They were colored glass, and they were hundreds and hundreds of dollars. And that was because, well, I'm not sure why, but that's kind of where even sterling silver is going. And she said, why did I do yellow? Why did I do the lookalike to yellow diamonds? Because that's what I wear. And by the way, she has unlimited funds. Unlimited. One of the wealthiest families in the world. Her funds are unlimited. So she said, what do me and my friends do? We shop for yellow diamonds. That's what we shop for. That's what we want. Here's the real deal. And yet it's not going to be $9.99. That's what, again, our friend was raving about. She spent $9.99 on hers. She got the cushion cut. $22,000 to make it in retail. Here's what I'm doing instead. And I say we have embarked and we have now discovered a giftable moment. Yes, right here at TVON. Yes, in fine jewelry. Yes, in 14 karat gold, 2-tone as a matter of fact. So I think that's also going to work for everybody very well. But it's not going to be $9.99 or $8.99. It's not $8.88 or $7.99. Here we go. This is the moment. And we only have 7. So that sounds like a lot. But here's the thing. This is amazing. And it's not going to be $799 or $777. Let's go. Watch this. There it is. Up. Look at that. And I just refocused it here because as I zoom in, we got to refocus the camera lens. Look at that. That's your 31-point minimum. Most of you are getting 1/3 of a carat or more. And this is stunning. Absolutely stunning. Gotta call me now. We're not doing $777 either. It's as it is. You just choose as many as you need. Daughters, granddaughters, nieces, where you want to do like the same thing, sisters. If you got 3 sisters, you're going, oh my gosh, I don't know what I'm going to do. This is where you go absolutely like you feel like the gift giver. I mean, Santa ain't got nothing on you. You put that in a box under the tree. That is, I don't know how you top it next year. I don't know how you get her a birthday gift. This is so special. And then maybe reveal that you got one for yourself too, so you all match. This is giftable. And the fact we actually have 7 to go around, I think that makes it really important too. It's not even $777. That's why you need to start dialing. That's why you need to call. And by the way, even less, we're doing it right now for $699. Unheard of. Unheard of. You take advantage of it while you can. $699, bye-bye, it'll go. It is just our last call, 60 seconds to go, and then we'll start our recaps. We got 28 minutes. We got to start some recaps here. I'm going to probably skip the yellow diamonds because we had the big, big, big marquees, so I'd rather see you get that one than the small one. And we do have a couple of necklaces, couple of pendants still remaining here, a few moonstones. We got a ring and an earring in moonstones. We've got those for you. Heart-shaped Tanzanite is still here too, but $699 for a solid gold chain. Okay, the chains of the world right now are more money. They're more money by themselves, just a basic chain. You're going to spend a lot more than $699 for your basic chain. Why not get a diamond, a big yellow diamond that's all natural with it? Why not get, again, side diamonds too? You get the rounds as well. The rounds are on the side. You get that extra additional, that's your 3 points. So they're 1.5 points each on the rounds that are bezel set on the sides. That is so outstanding, is it not? $699, thank you everybody. We love them. I know they're really big moments here for all of our lovers of the best of the best. And then we even have, gosh, we have Savorite bracelet, rubelite drop earrings, bigger yellow diamond necklace. If you want to see a 1.5 carat diamond, we got a 1.55 carat. It's like 20 grand, but hey, we got a 1.55 carat and a yellow diamond if you want it. So options are here. Let me know what your requests are before we go. Here's the big opal. Look at that opal. That's got to go. Let's show that next. Opal. It's opal time. Let's take a look. October may be gone, but the love for opals never ceases to amaze, especially when we have stones that deliver all the colors like this one does in an elongated oval. Ooh, yeah, I'm just going to stand here and I'm going to heat myself up with the floodlight because it feels really good to have the warmth because studios are always cold. And so here you go. That's what is going to be a more true to life look. Just you can see the darkness there. That's the vivid, bright. You see those cobalt blues that are electric, the yellows, the greens, the pinks, the oranges. I do need to step away, but just know that that's what it's going to look like. This is really kind of harsh light for an opal. So item number is going to be, let's see, 1125242. 5242, 5 carat 19 on this opal. 519 oval, yeah, it's going to look bigger than a 5 carat. That's what opals do. So you've got a 5 carat 19 stone, 72 points in diamond, stays in the white gold here, and welcome into our last little bit of Friday. And oh yeah, oh wait, what's happening? Did I say play of color or color change? Because when you get really, really good play of color, which is the phenomena opals give, it's kind of like getting a color change without having to change your light source. So that's where, look at this, all that color. Look at this, orange, yellow, green, blue, every bit the rainbow, but all the way through. It's not like you're waiting to see one little spot of color here and there. It's all the way through that gigantic oval opal. It's going to be $69.99 ordinarily. Doing a lot better here tonight, one only. Here's what it looks like on the hand for you as well, just to get a sense of the size. But again, stays in the white gold. We just need to know your ring size, one of our best. But going down low, it is a gotta go deal. We've got just a few short minutes left, 24 of them. So let's find out what you want to see. What do you want to get a hold of? What can we help you own? And here's what I'll offer. $1,999 just to give it away. $19.99. That's $5,000 saved. Right here and now. $5 grand saved on one of the most deluxe of opals that I can do, that I can show you, that that I can bring you. We'll do our recap next. We got to move a lot of jewelry here from the show. I do have some great pieces tomorrow. We'll have more yellow diamonds over the weekend. Yellow diamond studs will be here. Yellow diamond pendant will be here. We'll have a very important pink diamond earring as well marked down for you. We're going to do all kinds of exciting things. So be with us Saturday and Sunday mornings, 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. Pacific, 1 to 4 Eastern. So that'll be coming up. Now let's do our recap because we got lots to show you still. And I know that easily, you know, it's time when people pop in and out of Friday nights because it's a date night and it's out to dinner night and it's celebrate or maybe watch a favorite, you know, sporting event, whatever it is. That's really going to be where I know we need to recap some of the, especially the early hour, like the first hour pieces. That's what we're going to do here. So we've got our Mandarin, we've got our Tanzanite. This is a Tanzanite with a fawn diamond as the bail. Still have our, yeah, so far we got some good Tanzanites here. The heart shape, 7 karat 38 is still here. We're going to need some room, so back we go. And there's that pendant. That pendant's really good. It's a fancy cut, but it kind of looks like, think of a pie cut meets an emerald cut because it's got a lot of distinctive qualities. Really pinky fawn on that one as well. Still have, okay, this Moonstone. Showed you this in the very, gosh, it was the first couple of minutes. I'm going to move that forward. We've got this cushion cut square. Looks like a sunflower. It's the first time ever that we've seen yellow diamonds around a Moonstone, and I would say it works. You got a really good look there. The yellow diamonds is the first halo. White diamonds in the florals and the petals beyond that. Have our yellow diamond. This is the carat 03 that looks like, yeah, double the size or more. So we've still got that really pretty marquise cut yellow diamond. It's well under $4,000. Our Tanzanite pendant, our Mandarin, our heart shape, our Moonstone. And then let me show you these Moonstone earrings. They were actually brought out by request tonight. A big Moonstone trillion. And actually they have a carat 21 in diamonds as well. So really fabulous look here with the earrings. They're so important on the stones being the trillion cuts. And then of course these really beautiful diamond halos, quite significant there in your carat 21 size of the halos. So that's going to be a little recap for you of a few of the pieces we have remaining in the show. And then I'm also going to recap this gorgeous white diamond pendant that we had. The rose gold is spoken for, but we still have the white gold for you in a 1 carat 28 diamond pendant. It's actually marquise and rounds together. So it's that really high-end way to go. It's going to sit north to south on the neckline, but I wanted to show it to you here because it's got the princess cuts and the rounds together. And you're going to see 3 rows. It goes round, princess, round. And then they're going to be in that stacked 1-inch style. So it's going to look fabulous. And here we go with our recap. So a lot of yellow, a lot of white, and then we've got our fabulous blue wing block Ds that we all so love and appreciate. So there's the big heart shape. Again, Moonstone, the yellow diamond, the Mandarin. Have you ever seen a Mandarin that juicy and that bright neon orange? Here's our fancy cut Tanzanite pendant. This is also a pendant. That is $12.99 for a carat 28 in diamonds. I will tell you, our diamonds these days are about $5,000 a carat. Never do they get to $1,000 a carat anymore. When you actually, if you're not even thinking about the gold, that's basically where that pendant is priced at $1,000 a carat. It's $12.99. You get a carat 28 diamonds, and there is a whole lot of gold in that pendant supporting the inside, giving you that slide type of style. So yes, bigger chains can work with it. Omegas can work with it. Heavier rope chains can work with it. If you got a big substantial curb link, that'll work with the pendant. So all of those options still here. All have been presented in full from the show. Looking forward to seeing what you're going to love to take home tonight to get your favorite piece. But again, everything up there, by the way, my highest price on anything, I believe was what? I think it's the yellow diamond. Yeah, you can get, and by the way, the Tanzanite pendant is under $2,000. It's actually under $1,900. $36.99 or less, because my heart shape is $36.99 right here. And this yellow diamond is $36.99, and those are the more pricey of the pieces. Everything else is way less than that. So $36.99 or less for anything else up there. We're going to give it 2 minutes on that wheel just to give a nice final farewell to a few of those ideas that need to find their homes before we go. We're signing off in 19 minutes. We do need your requests if you have them. Hard to know what you're looking for with a vast collection of jewelry without your feedback. So if you have any requests for me, let me know what they are so I can find it, bring it out. This is that time when we can still do that because we have enough time to go, bring things out from the vault specifically for you. But look at that selection, everything $36.99 or less. So a really important time to pick up your favorites, and then we can show you some other new pieces as well. But that's really where I think there's just too much really, really good jewelry here to stay with us tonight. And when you've got $36.99 or less and substantially less, because we go down to $12.99 for that pendant. This pendant looks gorgeous on. You'll see it here from a distance away. It's 1 inch in the drop. It's that fabulous style where you can see those diamonds just do not stop sparkling. That is really, really fabulous, isn't it? Yeah, we can show the blue zircon for you. I was just looking at it, Marcy, thinking about you, because I mean, I know her style that well. Let's show the blue zircon. It's a huge reduction in price. This is about as fabulous as it gets. Really designer style here. It's mother of pearl, sapphires, blue zircon, and diamonds. All done in 18 karat gold. We didn't go platinum here. That would have been the cheap route. We went 18 karat because gold is way more money than platinum. So I'm going to show this on the hand and we'll present it next. Okay, so we'll get to 8081 coming up after we clear the wheel. But here we are ready to clear all these great recapped items. Only, let's see, $24.99 for the earrings, $36.99 for the heart shape. This is the Mandarin, $32.99 on the Mandarin. Yellow diamond, $36.99. The Moonstone in the back. That's the ring. That Moonstone is really affordable. That one's only $19.99 for that Moonstone. And then we go to the pendant, $18.88, by the way. This is a very large style with that fancy fawn in the fancy cut. That's $18.88 for that pendant, and this one's $12.99 for the diamonds. Yes? You got it. Heart shape measurement. You talking millimeter size or inches? How do they like their measurement? Inches. You got it. Here we go. So here's what the heart shape looks like on the hand. We'll start there. I'll flash the ruler beside it. So from the point to the top of that lobe there, I would say you're looking at just over ½ an inch, but not quite 3/4. So 5/8, top to bottom. Classic band in the back. I'll spin it around so you can see. It's a really easy band to wear. So see how classic that is? Just a really easy to size, narrow band. So do not look at the piece as, okay, it's a bigger size, so it's going to be hard to wear. Not at all. So that's $36.99. It's one of our, it's our 7 karat 38. Heart shape, custom made mounting. We'll get to the blue zircon next, which is really lovely. And then any other requests you have, get them in. We'll help you out. Thank you so much. Thanks for being with us. I know it's a busy Friday night. Friday nights this time of year. Yeah, they're busy. They're going to get busier and busier as we march towards the end of the year. And so we're so proud and just delighted to have you with us tonight. And if you have any questions about anything else, that's $18.88. Somebody's got to get that pendant. $18.88 for a fancy cut Tanzanite is remarkable. This is the $12.99 diamond pendant. Loving that one. Our $19.99 Moonstone. The pendant for $18.88. The Mandarin is $32.99. The Moonstone earrings, $2,499, brought out by request. You do not need to be the requester to take them. Here is the $738 verifying right now. And here is the 103 that looks like double that size. In a yellow diamond, only $36.99. And here goes the blue zircon. Here we go into one of the more I've had literally so many hundreds of thousands of items here. I've been here, I celebrated a 9-year anniversary on Wednesday. So when you think about, you know, doing some, I don't know, 10,000 shows or so, just here, that's a lot of jewelry. When you figure you do like, I don't know, I mean, it's really impressive to think about, you know, how many hours you're on the air and how many different ideas you show in any given 3-hour time slot. And yet, we tend to bring you all kinds of different designs, but I don't know if we've ever had anything this creative or quite this unique. And so when you do like to, you know, I know a lot of people don't like to stand out. It's why standing out is standing out, because most people like to just copy and do the same and the traditional. There are some people who really like to stand out, even with yes jewelry, and this is 8081. It is a mix of 18 karat gold, first of all, to start, which is quite lengthy. It's a gigantic 8 karat 13 pear shaped Cambodian blue zircon. It has a multitude of sapphires, and they all graduate in their color and size. So talk about complex. Yeah, you've got lighter blues into traditional blues, into royal blues, all sapphires, diamonds as well, and then there's even carved mother of pearl up top. So it is really outstanding. I'm going to show it on. There's 90 points, by the way, of the sapphires and 24 points in the diamonds. I do not have a mother of pearl carat weight. That is traditional. We don't usually see a carat weight associated with mother of pearl. But look how beautiful this is. Did you get the Tanzanite back there? All right, thank you. So here's what we're going to do on this one. I'm going to show it on the hand. Okay, wow. The bold, yes, it's bold. Is it designer? Yes. Is it perfect on a middle or index? Oh, that's how I would wear it. Right there. Do you see how there's actually that point here? The band itself doesn't go straight across. It comes to a bit of a point. You could obviously reverse it if you want to wear it somewhat like this. If you would rather go that way, that is how I would wear it. Index finger all day. Let's make it brand new markdown because it's one of those unusual. We know that's not going to appeal to everybody. It's the designer unique unusual that those of us who really either we've got a good collection already, so we're looking for something different, or we just love to stand out with our jewelry and have that custom made look without that custom made pricing. Let's make this $16,999 ring even better. I do love how the complement of the darker blues is at both points of the ring. So you see top and bottom, there's that complement. It's almost like a mirror image with the brighter blues. And then all the way throughout, they kind of blend and they do that little graduation of color. This is outstanding, really is. Oh, and there's finishing all through the inside. So great finishing. I don't know, that looks like Darth Vader to me on the inside, right? Does it not? I don't know. It's kind of cool, right? I met him. Well, you know, at Disneyland. Here we go. First and only collar. I'm going to make it below 16. Let's go below $69.99. There's 10 grand off. Let's make it even better. Let's go even lower. Let's go better than 6, then 5, then 4, then 3. It's not even $29.99. Okay. $2,888. Done. Let's truly blow it out. For all, and it's all 18 karat. Sometimes when we see these, oh, and one more thing, the designer here did the inside with the carat weights inscribed, so you will never have to know or remember your carat weights. They're all locked in. They're all engraved on the inside. You got everything. Everything is all accounted for. So that's really impressive. $28.88. Okay, so we're going to move along. We got a lot to do, but I know it's an 8 carat. It's a huge zircon. It's definitely, it's all the best of the best. You know, the 18 karat gold, the zircon, the sapphires, the diamonds. It's the mother of pearls extra. We didn't even include that in there. So just a really, if you love the blues, you're getting kind of every shade there in that one fabulous, fabulous ring. Yeah, a couple of you want to see the close-up on that diamond pendant. Sure thing. Here's the diamond slide style pendant. One more time, up close and personal. And remember, it's last call. We've only got one left now in the white gold. So this is probably last time we're ever seeing this one on the air. 111-8003 is your item number on that one with the princess cuts in the rounds. Triple row, vertical style on the neckline. Don't forget about that Tanzanite fancy cut as well. Have that for you. It's still waiting in the wings. We got some pieces that still need a great home tonight before we go. But look at those VS diamonds. There's been a matching earring. It's been a hoop. The hoops are crazy money. There's been a matching ring. Now, the ring I had the other day sold that out. So I know some of you already have this design and love it. Well, here we go. The matching pendant, $1,299. Remember, you are getting $128 overall in your diamond pendant. One of our better ones here. One of our bigger and better examples of what we can do in a bar style that if you look at the side, I always like to show this because this is really ample gold weight here when you see the way that's done on the profile. That's all solid. That's a lot of heavy gold. And don't worry, that setup style, the way that's done in that convex styling is not going to actually change the way it sits. It's still going to rest beautifully on the neckline. It's not going to flip or turn. I know because I have test driven it extensively. So you've got that beautiful design that sits evenly and finished on the inside. Well, you saw. You could even reverse it if you want to, but a really important way to go. And thank you so much for being with us tonight. We have 10 minutes left to go in the show. I hope that you will if there is something that feels like it belongs in your collection, I would really highly recommend calling in now. This is when we get really jam-packed on the phone lines. Everybody's seen 3 hours of jewelry. Most of it's gone. We have a few pieces left, and there's several people thinking about those different items. So it is a time when you want to be quick on the phone lines and let us know what you like before it goes to somebody else and is no longer an option. So that's really what I can't advocate enough of, is to call early, get your favorites. But $12.99, what a crazy good price for that diamond pendant, which is, again, ample. You don't need to want for, oh, I wish I had the days of heavy gold weights back. Not with this pendant. Remember, that was made like 6 years ago. I wouldn't make that today, because today we'd be looking at more than $49.99. That's a true story. You have a carat 28 in diamonds, but then you have that much gold. Now, that was made somewhere around the time when gold was about $2,500 an ounce. Today, it's close to double. So it's not one of those that you think, well, I might just, maybe I'll get it next month. Well, first of all, it's not going to be here. I'm not making it again because the price would be like eye-popping bonkers. We can't do that. So here's where I really want to, I'm hesitating to make the same pieces over again because y'all know the prices. So if I just keep making the same pieces and they're 5 times the price, it doesn't make a lot of sense, does it? It's really, again, if we're going to make new, we're having to find innovative ways to make new, do our own discounting, but obviously making the same pieces over and over again is not responsible. So that's why I'm letting you know this is last call on this pendant, 8 minutes to go. Thank you so much. Again, if you have any questions about anything you've seen, dial in now because this is all you got to do. It's basically your last now 8 minutes to shop the show. And then tomorrow morning, we have a whole new lineup for you. And that's going to be a lot of fun. We have some very affordable ideas over the weekend, which pretty impressive when jewelry is anything but affordable. We are still doing it. Look at that. That's the one more little bit of love for that Mandarin. That Mandarin is 3 carats 47. That should be in that $20,000 to $30,000 range, just based on the carat weight alone. Today, I got that one down below $3,500. Just a reminder of how stunning that is, all up close and personal. The 347, the yellow and the white diamonds. I'm sensing a trend here. Most of my yellow and white diamond pieces are still here, from the Moonstone to the Mandarin to the yellow diamond ring. So I don't know if that's a deterrent at all, but we've gone the extra mile here to make it more exotic. That's really what we've done here by adding the yellows. So, you know, it just, again, with the brightness of the Mandarin, it makes sense to have the eye-popping bright yellows there as well. And the trillion, you see the yellows coming through as well on the trillion shape. That's a real testament to the quality of that stone. They rarely do that, where you get bright burning reds and yellows and golden colors. There's a little bit of that hot pink I was mentioning as you see it move from one side to the other. It's not a spessartite. Spessartite's the overall family. If it were brown, sure, spessartite. If it were real like burgundy red, sure, spessartite. This is that more rare variety of the spessartite family, but it's called Mandarin. And when it lacks, get this, it's actually getting better color because it's lacking an element. When it has less manganese, it gets that brighter orange. So that's why this color is a little different and why it is so beloved, why it is so collectible, why there was, well, very little of it. It's all mined out. There were only a couple sources in the world, and yet they're all done. So that is an outstanding way to go. Let's get to this fancy cut Tanzanite up close. A few of you are asking about that as well. With the fawn diamond as its bail. And by the way, this one's got to go. It's a one of a kind. It is that fancy cut and then an equally fancy cut in the bail. So fawn diamond with a lot of pink. And then you've got a natural color here, of course. That's going to be the fancy cut Tanzanite. It's item number 9594. And it is our last call on the show. 6 minutes left to go. That's $1,888 for that fancy cut stone. Of course, all just under an inch in the top to bottom length on the pendant itself, with, of course, that really specialty, lovely color. It's got a brown and pink combination, which is what makes this so outstanding, is that little bit of brown pink combo together. It's a fancy cut. Think of it like an elongated, what is a tapered baguette, as we call it. And that's what we refer to it in the industry, a tapered baguette. And you've got equally, it's a very similar cut in the Tanzanite. So the way they're matching up and meeting up is really making a lot of sense. You can understand why the creative minds that put these pieces together, why that looked like a good combination there, and it is. It really just, it came out beautifully, and that's going to be $1,888, which also for a $375 is awfully affordable, because we even saw a price like that for a 3 carat, and yet that was more. So to get one single, and I was telling you this, I hope you take it to heart, one single diamond is more expensive than a lot of little diamonds, every time. And then when you have that single diamond be a exotic color like this is, and a nearly a third of a carat, that takes up the value too. So I know a lot of people might look at that and go, well, it's 29-point diamond weight. That's one exotic color that is all part of a private collection that's only here with us. So to get all that for $1,888, and let's also just, you know, pare it down to that incredible per carat price that you're getting, well, that means it's like $500 a carat, but that's if the diamond is free. So that's really amazing. And then here we go to that yellow diamond. I just cannot, I can't say enough good things about this. And again, when you look at a 1 carat that I have here, sitting, waiting, can't show it, not with good conscience here, because who's going to pay $10,000 for this 1 carat? Here, the one I'm about to show you, that's a 1 carat. I don't know, that doesn't look quite as cool to me as the marquise. I like, first of all, the color better. I like the clarity better. And the price is more here when that looks teeny in comparison. And yet here's your better price, here's your bigger look, but there's the side by side to really see what we're talking about. When we talk about that stone looks bigger than a 1 carat, that's, I think, the proof right there. And so again, I know it's tempting to say, well, if I want a 2 carat Lolo, I'll get a 2 carat, fine. But my 2 carat stones here, the leader in diamonds, my 2 carats are over 20 grand. My 2.5 carats are over 25,000. My 3 carats over 30,000. So that may not be in the budget. If it is, let me know. I will bring them out. I will gladly show them because their values are incredible. But if you're saying, nope, I'd like to get that bigger stone look, I'd like to still stay natural. I'm not fully convinced that the lab-grown world is for me yet. Listen, everyone's trying their mightiest to really convince everybody they got to have lab-grown. If you're not convinced, if you're still staying true to the natural, because you realize that here you can pay less for the natural, so why would you get lab grown? I don't know. The whole purpose of lab grown existing and being pervasive the way they are is to get you a better price. But if our prices on the natural stones were even better, no need to go that route. So that's where I think we've got everybody beat, it's safe to say. And when you've got that option there for $36.99 for just the right side of your screen to get that magnificent color, clarity, brilliance, it's a brilliant cut in that marquise. We don't usually see marquise cuts in the yellows. I just think everything points to that value. So I'm going to take that one away because that's more money and I just don't think anyone needs that when you've got this option here tonight. $36.99, carat 03 with the carat 03 side stones too. The yellow diamonds and the white diamonds together are all another carat 03. So it is 206 overall. So that is a beautiful ring. I'll try it on the hand one more time. We got our last, you see it, 2 minutes to go. So if there was ever a time to call in and get your favorite here, it is now or never, because everybody's going to call in at the end of the show. It happens every single show, day or night. We've got our daytime show tomorrow. We're back in 14 hours to do it again. We got 3 hours, but brand new jewelry. The weekends are must see. Please never miss a Saturday or Sunday if you can help it, because they are extraordinary shows. We've got great values. We've got new designs. We've got gifting ideas since it's mid-November nearly. So we're doing some fine jewelry giftables for you as well. $3,699. That's it. Somebody needs to get that one. At least try it. Get it home. See what you think. If it's not all that, you can send it on back to me. But that's a money back guarantee we offer on everything. But of course, really want you to consider that. Put it up next to all of your jewelry and see if that isn't your very favorite piece. And you're probably going to spend a lot more on this one than you would a lot of things that have a lot more just kind of commonplace basics about it. This is a really important stone. So thanks again for being with us tonight. It's a big Friday coming to an end. We'll be here for a couple minutes if we may assist in any way, shape, or form with any of the pieces you've seen, or even if you want to make a request for the weekend at a certain time or place, we're happy to help you out with that too. But this is our last now 40 seconds or so to get you in, and do call me on that one. Our phone number remains the same. The phone lines stay open for a minute or two after we go off the air. So you're more than welcome to call us here. But let me know on $36.99. That is an outstanding value. It looks like a 2 carat or more all day long. I've had a number of yellow diamonds. Trust me when I tell you that's a big value and a great way to go. But thank you so much. Again, we see you back here in the morning. It's at 10 a.m. Pacific. That is noon Central Time and 1 p.m. Eastern. We kick off a 3-hour extravaganza. It's fine jewelry, Saturday and Sunday both. So I look forward to seeing you then. In the meantime, have a great rest of your Friday night. I'm Lauren Blair, and from all of us here at TVON, we wish you a good one. And we'll see you right back here 14 hours from now.